to get that down a little bit better, I think, next time. But what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Boom. All right. Jump. What is that? What was that? What was that? Who was that? Oh, my goodness. It's a brave new world. What is going on, everybody out there
Hey.
Curmudgeon land? What is happening? Oh, this is exciting. Oh, wait, hold on. Wardrobe malfunction. Hold on real fast. Eileen, take over.
Whoa.
That's your job anyway now.
Yeah. Titan Tim, 18 hours on a Mustang. Jeez. I'm sure that thing looked like glass when you were done. Hey Tim, hey Umberto. How's it going? Anything fun going on this week? Oh, there it goes. Now the party started.
I'm back. I'm back and I'm ready. I'm ready. Tomorrow is St. Patty's Day and I am ready to rock and roll. I'm not going to be able to wear this hat, am I? I can tell right now. Oh, goodness. All right. Anyway. All right. We'll get this together. We'll get this together. Sorry. So unprofessional for our very first show together. So unprofessional. There we are. All righty. I missed everything that you talked about, but I'm sure it was fascinating and wonderful.
I was giving Tim his props for 5-stepping a Mustang in 18 hours.
Wow. You know, he is a machine. I'll be honest with you. Like,
He's amazing.
An absolute awesome fellow to, by the way, speaking of which, whoever our guest is tonight, I can tell you right now that he's not nearly as cool as me because he doesn't have one of these. I don't know if the camera will focus on it. Can you see that at all? Probably not. Mm-mm. Anyway, it's a Shine Your Light exclusive pen that I have.
Nice.
He doesn't have, so right there I can tell you that he's not as cool as me. But anyway, yeah, so he is a machine. He can do anything, and he comes at it from such a huge that background that he brings. It's truly amazing.
Yeah, everything he posts, I'm like, whoa, look easy when he's done with it.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so this is Curmudgeons Corner 24. Thanks everybody for showing up. I'm not really paying attention to who all is in the audience right now, but today is a very, very exciting show for me, and I'm so excited that you're here. It is Curmudgeons Corner 24. The year is 2024, and I think that this is the beginning of the next evolution, if you will, of the Curmudgeons Corner. Super excited. For those who haven't figured it out just yet, turn down the background music. Got it.
Happy birthday, Ryan.
Got it. All right. For those who haven't figured it out yet, Eileen has graciously agreed to being my co-host for the Curmudgeons Corner to bring another layer of depth to the show. We've talked about this at length, and we felt that the most successful, for lack of a better term, podcasts, I believe it's usually when there's a dynamic feature between two people that can talk and bounce ideas back and forth, and it's just not one person's point of view. Also, if one of the co-hosts has a tendency to have too much apple juice, the other co-host can totally carry the show and still make one of us looks like a star. I can't even wear the bow tie.
I'm usually apple juice free, so yeah, that's pretty safe.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard. So it's like, working to my advantage.
Yeah.
So clever. Anyway, without further ado, I would like to get started and bring in our special mystery guest that no one knows who it could possibly be.
I don't think anyone.
We didn't post a silhouette of the character. 2, he didn't spill it on his Instagram live feed last night. And 3, I didn't leave him in the chat group when we went to live.
Right.
So, without further ado, let us please introduce our very own Papa Smurf.
Papa.
What's happening, everybody? What's
What is
going on,
happening?
Eileen? AA Ron. Everybody in the chats. You know I was in there chopping it up with you guys. How's everybody doing on this lovely Saturday? Welcome into the Curmudgeons Corner 743 featuring me, Eileen, and Aaron.
Yeah,
It is in case you guys didn't know, I know you guys had no idea. I mean, not
everyone's surprised, I'm sure of it.
Shock. It was a shock that went through the entire audience. They're like, what?
What? No way. It's a Smurf live and in color.
You know, even if we didn't have those very staged slip-ups throughout the week, I think that anybody that knows Phoenix knows me, knows about our relationship, and the fact that you have always been right there with me by my side on every time we do anything
Under the wing.
Anytime we do anything important, you've been right there. You know, when we did Southern Detailers Conference, boom, you were there. When we do the anniversary specials, boom, you're right there. When I launched my very first Curmudgeons Corner, it was you. So I think that even if we didn't hint at it, they would have been able to figure it out for sure.
Indubitably, my friend, indubitably. And I'm very honored to be a part of all that. I mean, now that you lay it out like that on the line, kind of a pretty big deal.
Every time. Yeah, you are.
Totally kidding, guys. Not a big deal. I'm just a Smurf.
I mean, everybody was probably wondering why I didn't ask you to be the co-host on the show, and my answer is he calls out way too much. So there's just no way. There's no way. Anyway, it's not the Aaron Curmudgeon show. It's Curmudgeon's Corner. It's all of us.
And
I've been there for all of them, even the first Super Bowl. Oh, Ryan, you know what? It's true. And he also came to visit us in Southern Detailers Conference. So
he did.
Very cool.
Ryan is a general in the Phoenix Army for sure.
For sure. So, what's going on today? What'd you do today, Eileen? You detailed today? What you got? How many cars? 3, 4, 5, 6?
No, I just have one in the rain, which was a great experience. Yeah.
I always, whenever I wash in the rain, because I've done it, and if you guys are out there and you've done it, if you're a detailer, you've done it. You got to do what you got to do to get it done, and people look at you like they're driving by and they're like, "What is this person doing?" It's like, you mind your business, okay?
Right.
You don't know what I'm doing, so got to get it done.
Definitely got all the weird looks with people driving down the street.
Thank you, Mary. I appreciate that.
Yeah, but Eileen, last time you did that, you ended up getting a detail out of it. So stare away.
Well, yeah, I guess, yeah. Yep.
They're onto us.
Free water, exactly.
They're onto us.
Here's my theory. Aaron and I were talking about getting cards made for me, right? Now here's my theory. I'm gonna get magnetic cards made. And every time I'm at a stoplight and I look over and I see Swirl City on a car, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna stick it right to their paint. And they're gonna get out and be like, "What is this?" Oh. Is this Smurf?
That's great marketing.
Yeah.
I had little magnet business cards made up for Phoenix.
Oh, really?
Yeah, same place that did my other cards. Vistaprint.
Oh, I just ordered a magnet from them for my truck.
Yep, for sure. I think for the quality that you get, the prices are super reasonable. All right, so before we get too farther into the weeds, the reason why this is multiple reasons why this is a very special show. Besides the bromance, Papa, I believe there's a gentleman who hails from I think it's Hawaii. He keeps asking this question. I don't know what it means. Anyway,
I was gonna say, Tim, when I first laid eyes on you, bro.
It's Tim. Yes.
Yeah, you've done that more than I have too, by the way.
So you've seen something.
You've seen it. You met him at the Southern Details Conference. Then you went to his house. Strangely, you went to his house for hot August nights, and then you went back to his house in Vegas, the city of sin. I didn't name it that. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I didn't come up with that phrase either. So I think there might be something to that, Smurf.
I think you're a little jealous, Aaron. I said it.
Yeah, I am. Yeah. So anyway, the reason why this is an important show is because since Eileen has graciously joined the party, the crew, we're going to try to actually do this properly moving forward. Now, it is a progression, it's an evolution. Obviously, the silly little repetitive rock and roll music in the background. I've gotten some stuff going on, and we're going to try to make this into an actual podcast-esque format. A little bit of structure, some segments. Eileen has had some absolutely phenomenal ideas to add to it. But what is really special about, I think, Phoenix is our ability to tailor it, to get feedback from our customers and our audience, and kind of tailor our products and tailor the podcast to what they would want to see on a regular basis. I did my homework. I have a whole bunch of ideas and notes written down from sources that I've taken from all over the World Wide Web. And we're going to pitch it out there to you guys. And right now, and whoever tunes into the show, the 26 viewers that are happening right now.
Smash that thumbs up.
Thank you very much. Yeah, smash that thumbs up. The 26 viewers that we have now and anybody else that comes along, we're going to take your feedback, and you guys can help us build the show moving forward. And I'm really, really excited about that. So it's always going to be me and Eileen, and then we're going to get some pretty cool guests to hang out with us. And it doesn't necessarily have to be detailing in the world, like Papa, you had pointed out earlier today. Curmudgeons Corner, it's kind of like one of those TV shows that even though it's about something, it's not about that thing. For example, news radio. It happened at a radio station, but it really wasn't about the radio station. It was about the people in the radio station, and that's kind of what I want us to be. I want it to be, maybe we're all, we have the common hobby, the common enthusiasm for detailing, but it doesn't have to be detail only oriented. And some of our guests can just be small business owners, because I know that impacts all of us all the time. What do you guys think?
Absolutely.
I
agree.
A show about nothing. Exactly, Dean. Exactly. Just like
show about nothing, yet everything at the same time.
Right? Exactly.
I like it.
Very good.
So, we're going to do segments, and we'll have to. I'll reach out to my designer, and we'll get a new like an opening animation and an opening song and all that fun stuff. Like Hot Ones, and like they all have their thing. Good Mythical Morning is another fun YouTube show that I watch a lot of. We'll do segments. One of the great segments that Arlene came up with was called Now and Then. For that. So I'll save that for her. But we're just going to basically do maybe 4 to 5 different segments so that we can kind of stay on target, go off script if we have to, but then we still have the script in front of us that we can go, okay, so now that we're done with that, it's time for Now and Then. Boom, and we'll do the Now and Then segment and so on and so forth. Oh, yeah. Lords of Acid. Mary, have we talked about this before?
Yeah, it was the last podcast.
Okay, good. Because I was like, apple juice. What are you going to do? It's not my fault. It's not my fault. If it's towards the end of the podcast, forget about it.
Greeny the Detailer has a question about tire dressings, and I know we've touched on this a few times, but you want to explain to him why it's so hard to do tire dressing?
Yeah. So tire dressing. All right. How grotesque do you want to get about this? Because the very simple answer, the A answer is tire dressings can give you a black eye if you don't do it right. And it's very finicky, and people are very, very, very particular about tire dressings. Does it sling? the right level of gloss? Does it survive a puddle? Does it survive a rainstorm? How long will it last? Like, there's all those things, and if you don't do it right, it's an immediate black eye. Oh, I love all of Phoenix's products except their tire shine sucks. Boom, black eye.
Big
You know what
Mike's in the house. Woo woo! What's up, Big
Yeah.
Mike?
Big Mike, where has he been? You know, his girlfriend, fiance, wife, I'm not really sure her exact title. She reached out to me the day, and I was like, I thought you died in the snowstorm of the Poconos. Yeah, so that's the short answer is it's very, very hard to do, and I want to get it absolutely perfect. You know, Phoenix is known for hitting them out of the park every time. The other half of that question, and like I said, how grotesque do you want to get? The grotesque part about it is, as a business owner, there's not a whole lot of room for profitability in a tire shine. There's the source raw materials are very expensive, and you kind of want to have enough other products to kind of pad against, like, I'm only buying their tire shine. I'm speaking bluntly. I'm speaking frankly with my audience because I believe in transparency. But, you know, that's another reason why I'm dragging my feet, is that I think that we have a whole lot of other really good ideas and a lot of good products that are high volume movers. And so, you know, I want to do it right, but at the same time, I also want to be able to keep the lights on. Boom, boom, like that. So it's on the whiteboard. We're definitely, you know, researching it and getting it perfected because, you know, I guess the most expensive part of coming up with a new product is the R&D aspect of it. And then when it comes to, like I said, dressings, especially tire dressings, the really expensive part is getting in the raw materials to do it on a mass production. So that's where we're at with that.
Thank you. Thank you.
But like I said, it is on the drive. It's on the whiteboard. You know, we're checking off all the boxes. Oh, and this also brings me into something else that I would really like to address, because I get this question a lot. Is when is X going to be on Amazon? And the answer is we have submitted every single product that we have for Amazon. Every one of them's under review. So if it's there, they've approved it. If it's not there, it's because they haven't approved it yet, but it has nothing to do with us. It's not our fault for why it's not working.
Amazon loves red tape.
Right. And not only that, but they also view every single size as a different product. So like if you go to Amazon right now, you'll see that Typh and pints are up there, but you won't see quarts and you won't see gallons because it's a whole different product in their mind, which is very, very frustrating and very, very difficult. You know, and they also randomly pull stuff for hazmat review. So you'll see Kraken gallons available, but you won't see Kraken pints because currently Kraken pints are under hazmat review. And they were approved a week ago and they're not approved now. It just goes back and forth. It is an unforgiving beast. And I mean, it's a necessary evil, but man, they're rough. Mary, I do appreciate that. It's a beautiful thing to say. I think that we do Amazon because, again, we are trying to get it into as many people's hands as possible, as cheaply as we can, and ordering, you know, like, and that's the whole reason behind Adrian over at I Am Detailed AF. You know, we needed to have a West Coast distributor because if you live on the West Coast, shipping a $9 bottle of soap from, you know, New Jersey all the way to San Diego, it's going to cost you more than the soap itself. And, you know, that's a real deal breaker for a lot of people. So we felt that the easiest way to make it as affordable for you guys is to put it on Amazon if you're not near one of our distributors.
Boom, baby.
All right. Again, I don't want to be like.
What was that?
What?
What?
Your audio is like.
Your audio died down like big time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Is this better?
Yeah, that's better.
You're listening to the sweet soft sounds.
There it is.
The sweet soft sounds of the Curmudgeons Corner here on WKRP in Cincinnati, 99.3.
Scoot back a little further away from the mic, a little bit closer.
How
little bit further.
Yes. You had a half a glass of whiskey. Stop. I mean, apple juice. What are you talking about?
I'm just. What, you haven't seen that movie? God,
Yeah.
I can't put my. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. 404, not a problem, my friend.
What's up? Hey, he's a Canuck, isn't he? Pretty positive.
Rich Smith, Adrian from imdetailedaf.com is his West Coast distributor.
There it is. Boop.
He's at a show right now too, repping Phoenix.
Yeah,
right
he
now.
is.
Yeah, he is.
There's some nice cars too. I saw his post. I was like, man, that's where I should be.
His setup is nice too, with his banners and all that. He's got the whole.
We are having curtains made or tablecloths made and a bunch of other stuff for his shows. I mean, he is gone all in on West Coast representation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Boom. So
Definitely.
Thank you. Thank you, Mike.
Aaron. Exactly. He is 100% Arizonian.
Pete Schwetty. Yeah, that's right, Pete Schwetty. Yeah. You're gonna love my sweaty balls. Sometimes I put in just enough salt so that they're more savory than sweet. And you guys, I don't know how old you are, but that was one of the greatest SNL skits of all time. And then Betty White did her muffins. Oh my gosh, that is some funny stuff. I mean, anyway, all right.
Anywho.
All right. So Smurf,
that's me.
Welcome to the show. What's been going on in your universe?
What's going on in my universe? A lot of work, busy at the shop. Weather's starting to get nice. It is 75 degrees right now and sunny and beautiful. And
nice.
I love it. I got a detail coming in on Monday, a Dodge Ram pickup for a exterior scratch removal, wash, and a full interior. I'm excited.
Very cool.
I got the bum truck, I guess you would call it outside.
The beast, yeah.
That video that you did last night, we do a lot of testing on the products before launch, and we can only do so much.
Triple G, I appreciate you. It is getting pretty luxurious, huh?
When you pulled out that barn find, it's not a barn find, but it might as well be, because that thing was trash. You sent me pictures of how disgusting that vehicle was. I was like, man, this is gonna be. I don't know. I hope he doesn't do it live, because oh man,
I was ready to go full strength, man. I'm telling you,
go either way. And then you did it, and it cleaned it like night and day difference on that carpet. I was like, oh my God. I had no idea.
10-1, I'm speechless.
Yeah.
I can't wait to put it in my steamer. I mean, I am stoked. Absolutely stoked.
I can't wait to see it. See it. Hey, what is a Mustang brake job?
Mustang brake job? Like a brake job on a Mustang?
Titan Tim is not doing a brake job. He said he's you got 2 Mercedes paint corrections on Monday, a Challenger on Tuesday. I'm doing
but this is his Mustang.
Oh, so he needs new brakes on his Mustang?
I'm assuming that he needs new brakes.
Got it. Yeah, I read it the same way as you, Aaron. I thought he was doing a brake job for a customer.
Right, thank you. Yeah, I was like, huh? What? All right.
Aaron knows a little bit about brake jobs because he just had to get one done on his car.
I did today. I got it done today. It's funny. Every time I get anything done to my car, I always take a screenshot of the receipt and send it to Papa Smurf. And I was like, did he take advantage of me? Did this guy? And he was like, no, that seems pretty accurate. I'm like, all right. Calm down.
I'll allow it.
Add Peleus to your cart. You will not be disappointed, Mary.
Oh, yeah. And the thing about Peleus is I use it to clean my glasses.
I did that today.
Yeah, I use it to clean my countertops. I'll wipe them down, and then I'll go over it with Peleus, and wipe it down. All my appliances get Peleus, and because it cleans, it disinfects.
It's amazing.
It's a winner right there.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw the live stream yesterday from Chelsea, Attention to Details live stream yesterday, but she had me on, and we were going through all the different product line, and we got into it. I don't know if we did it on camera, but at least off camera, we had a great conversation about the Peleus. And I got to be honest with you, I'm really proud of that product. I like to think of, it's like Sophie's Choice. I'd like to think that I love all of my children, but you always have that one child that you like more than all the rest of them. It just happens. And Titan was always the flagship, and it was, that was my baby. But there's a real special there's a special place for Peleus in my heart.
I don't know. Typhon slid in there pretty well, man.
Yeah, right. Right? Yeah, Typhon's pretty. Yeah, again, Sophie's Choice. Who you gonna kill? I don't know. Get them all.
Here's Johnny. Dude, you can probably do half an ounce of Typhon and use that as just a maintenance detail wipe down and freshen up of any kind of odors that might be anywhere. I mean,
absolutely.
Daryl, absolutely, because the price of oil and the price of
$100. It was $100, and then he did me a solid by knocking off. I don't know. He was like, "Oh, because you're a friend of Joe who used to work for the oil place that I get my." It was like, it's like $80. I was like, $80 for an oil change? Are you high? How does that happen?
The price of oil and the price of filters, like everything has gone up, man. Like, oh, there's a spider on my screen. Die. We didn't see it, just so you know. It didn't get on the actual camera. Just this little guy.
Oh, there he is.
Hello. Let him bite you. Maybe you'll get special powers.
Ooh, Spider-Man.
Yeah, I used to take my car to get oil changes at the dealership. Not anymore.
Oh yeah, the dealership they'll rail you. Like even just a regular oil change is about $75 at my shop.
Yeah, wow.
Because a lot of newer cars run 020 now, which is full synthetic, which back in the days you used to just run regular 530 and you can get it for $3-4 a quart. Now a lot of these newer cars are running 020, which is full synthetic. They do not make a conventional 020, and they're now even running 016, which is like water. I mean, and it's $8, $9, $10 a quart. Like our cost. So we're paying like $10 a quart, and we can't charge. We don't make much on oil. We're paying.
Right.
So it's like there's literally no profit in oil changes at all. You make the profits in, hey, your tires are bald, you need a set of tires. Hey, your air filter's dirty, your cabin filter's dirty. I don't want to say upsell, but we check all this stuff out.
That's exactly what Joe said. Joe said they make zero money in oil change. Like places like Mavis or Pep Boys or Jiffy Lube, like they don't make any money at all in the oil change. And that's why they always are constantly like, oh, you need a new air filter, you need new this, you need this, and so on and so forth. And he was like, yeah, chances are you probably don't. Yeah. But
like air filter's got to be pretty dirty for me to say you need a new air filter. Like if I'll pop it out, if it's lightly dirt, I'll just blow it out with my air gun and put it back in. You know what I mean? Like, But if I pull it out and you can't even see, like the cracks are built up with stuff to where you can't even see down in the filter, I'm like, yeah, you need a filter, or cabin filters. Some people don't even realize they have cabin filters. That cars don't even have cabin filters. Dude, I'll pull cabin filters out and it looks like there's a tree growing in there. You know what I mean?
Really?
It's crazy. Stuff falls out everywhere. I'm like, they're like, oh no, I've never changed it. 84,000 miles on the factory cabin filter. It's like, what?
Jeez.
Super Auto.
Auto's in the house.
my
Hey,
friend?
we have a new person that I mean, at least I don't recognize. I put their name up on the screen. Denny. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Diney. But anyway,
I'm gonna go with
welcome to the show. I'm gonna say
Welcome,
Denny.
welcome.
Deanie, welcome in.
I'm gonna say Denny. All right. So you think we should actually talk shop?
Yeah, what do you guys want to talk about?
I think
talk
Tim,
we gotta figure out our show moving forward. This is Curmudgeons 24. We said that big things are happening. We have 34 people in the room. I think that's a great place to start. 34 people in the room.
I mean, we can talk about anything and everything under the sun, or we can get into segments. It's up to you, man.
I'd like to, let's talk about segments. I kind of want to get, I don't want to waste too much time. Also, we are giving away a ton of stuff, mostly Typhon, because it is so amazing that I want to make sure that everybody gets, that can get their hands on it, that hasn't, bought it yet.
Well, guess what? We're 31 minutes in. Let's give away a bottle.
All right. That's fair. We had 2 questions already lined up. There was a third one that we were working on. Eileen, you had a question that you wanted to throw out there, and I didn't write it down because I'm a slacker.
Kimberly, you're absolutely right. Peleus for glass cleaning is amazing.
yes, 100,000%. You want me to ask that question, Aaron?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah,
giveaway
this will be our first giveaway for an art. We're gonna do kits. When I say Typhon, we're gonna do kits. That means you get a pint concentrate, you get an art to you bottle that is empty, so that you can make your own dilutions, and then you get a dilution chart so that you know exactly what you're doing.
It's a great.
Go ahead.
All right. So the question for this giveaway is, what is the meaning of Typhon?
Oh.
Ooh.
What? Yeah. What is the definition of Typhon? Where is the Typhon origin
Where did it come from? Yes.
Anybody? Rage of the Sea. Nope, that is incorrect. Water. Nope, that is incorrect.
Water,
Good question. No. Big old monster. Yes, but what exactly is the big old monster? We've said it a couple of times. We've thrown it out there. Multi-headed monster that cleans. Close, Tim. You're getting close. Apple juice. It could be monstrous giant. You're getting closer. We're getting there. Microcilia. Nope, that is incorrect. Maria. I just lost it.
Original beard oil.
Original beard oil. Wasted on Papa Smurf. There he is.
Oh,
No,
close.
Oh, man, you're so close. Holy cow. Holy, I almost clicked on it. I was like, oh, that's the one. Nope. King
Enthusiast.
Ryan is probably the closest. Monster with a tremendous voice, probably. Serpentine monster from Greece history. Rick, you are probably the closest, but he does have a title. And I don't want to give any more hints. Yeah, Joey, you're very, like, everybody's hitting it, but they're giving me really his close, name.
Yeah,
like he is known for being blank. Like Zeus is the god of lightning. Largest, most dreadful monster in Greek mythology. Yeah, Humberto. Everybody's hitting the description rather nicely, but we're looking for his title. The blank of blank. Yeah, that's as close of a hint as I'm going to give you. It's on the description of the bottle too. I'm pretty sure.
Is it?
No, Typhon. 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 King of Giants. Oh man, we were so close. God of
everyone's
Water.
getting so close.
He is the blank of blank.
Oh.
Father of all monsters. Boom.
Oh,
Superado.
there it is. Superado.
Al gets everything. I should have banned him.
Boom, baby.
I should have banned him from winning as well. He gets everything. Like I went through my purchase history of Al, and it was just like gift. Or excuse me, prize. I was like, Sah.
At least it wasn't Keith this time.
Austin 316 said, I don't know what that means. I know it. I know Steve Austin 316. Anyway. Yeah. All right. So I'll put it down. Superado.
Because Papa Smurf said so.
Superado is the winner for what or who is Typhon? Congrats.
Woohoo! Round of applause.
I have not won this year. That's probably because we banned you, Keith. Like, you can't say I have not won this year. Keith isn't allowed to win anything. That's great.
That's funny.
All right. So I have 20 unique podcast segment ideas. 20 unique segment ideas. So basically, everybody just kind of weigh in. Like give me a yay or a nay in your comment of whether or not you think they would be a good fit. But we're looking for like 5, and we already have one, which is Now and Then, which Eileen, that was a stroke of genius. I'm being honest with you. Anybody I told
Turn around.
Every now and then I get a little bit closer. Yeah.
Turn around.
We are off the rails already. Holy cow. Half hour in.
Still my first glass, guys. I'm chilling tonight.
We'll never see the bottom though. So how do we?
I gotta reload. Hold on a second. I gotta reload. Thanks for reminding me. I gotta reload.
Nope. I'm just gonna let the ice melt and then hydrate. See?
Papa Smurf, let me get your input on it. Tim mentioned a question a little earlier.
When did you first realize that you were into dudes? I think was the question.
No,
different question.
Sorry. That one. We'll get to that one later.
Sorry.
He asked about switching up his routine from finishing with Titan to now finishing with Immortal. What do you think?
Oh yeah, that was a good question.
Instead of putting Titan on, just go straight to Immortal?
Yeah.
No, he's saying that he's instead of offering Titan, he's going to offer Immortal instead as the
do a correct polish and Immortal instead of correct polish and Titan.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Immortal is, I feel, extremely underrated, and with how easy it is to apply it, and the results you get and the durability you get out of Immortal. I mean, you can apply Immortal just as quick as you can apply Titan.
For real. Yeah, absolutely.
Straight up. I mean, straight up.
Chelsea took two bottles off of me yesterday. She's like, this is so much easier, and I just want to do this instead. I'm like,
and then after that, you could just, after you Immortal it, after protection is immortalized, then you come in there with the Titan and you just give it that slick like baby's butt.
How much time in between?
How much what?
Time in between.
Less than 2 hours. If you're gonna stack a coating, less than 2 hours, because it will start to repel itself if you don't time it right.
But Immortal, if you put Immortal, I mean, I would say, I mean, if you need to get the car out, and let's say, I mean, you finish it, you do a full polish, and it's 2:00, and then you apply Immortal. I think by 4 or 5, you can top it with Titan and send it out. I think you'll be good.
Yep, I agree.
Just a couple hours for Immortal. I mean, theoretically, obviously, the longer you wait, the better.
The better, right?
But I mean, within a couple hours, top it with Titan, send it out. As long as it's not pouring down rain or anything like that.
For sure, yeah,
it'll be just fine.
Yeah, I always say for Immortal 24 hours, for Chronos 48 hours before getting it wet. And if you do get it wet, definitely use like a leaf blower or something like that to get it off there. Do not let the water sit during that cure time, or else you run the risk of water marring and stuff like that. By the way, did you see my favorite new glass? I don't know if you can read that or not.
Smurf is the greatest. Oh, that's
almost.
So cool.
Yeah, I drink and I know things. So there.
No, I drink and I know things. Joey's in the garage refilling bottles and diluting chemicals. Hey, tell me something, man. There's something about that. There is a vibe when it comes to, let's say you're getting ready for a detail, right? And you're out. Like me, I'm lazy. I don't wash my wash buckets out right after a detail because I'm spent. I'm like, you know what? I'll wash them out tomorrow, rinse everything out. I'll come out and get my wash buckets ready, get all my chemicals ready. If if I have to wash the microfibers, and there's something about that vibe when you know you're going to detail and you're getting everything ready.
It's such a good time. Yeah.
It's amazing.
And Kraken and Typhon kits come with a dilution chart. So if you have any questions, boop, boop, boop. That was a
Boom, baby.
That was a shameless plug. Shameless.
How legit is this, though? I mean, it literally takes the guessing out of it for you guys.
It's amazing.
I mean,
and it's a sticker. You can put it anywhere.
You should get these in magnets.
Oh, you're such a good idea generator.
Light bulb.
I'll do it in magnets. All right, I'll do it in magnets. But unfortunately, I try to keep costs down. I get beat up all the time for my crappy triggers, and I get that they're not the greatest triggers in the universe. But I'm trying to keep the price points down for everybody. Like, I want it to be, professional grade products, but at a price that people can afford it. And we offer better triggers on the website if you want to spend the extra $1 or $2 to get one. We've gone.
I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry. Is it listed when you order Titan a optional upgraded trigger?
No. I could probably do that though. Oh,
that would
you are an idea generator tonight. Look at you.
Light bulb. I'm gonna have a lot of light bulbs up here tonight, guys.
Magnet.
Put me on the payroll, bro.
Dilution chart. If you didn't call out so much, I probably would. And then trigger upgrade. Anyway, back to the original point is that I try to keep things as economical as possible. So those are the kinds of things that the decisions that we make is the product might be the absolute best. The trigger, probably not. But anyway, you're going to get me very easily distracted because I'm on my second glass.
All right, well, stop getting distracted. Let's get back on track.
All right, back on track. 20 unique podcast segment ideas. Yays or nays? We like economics. See, thank you very much. Oh, by the way, speaking of economics, we probably announced it last week. I can't remember, especially towards the end of the show. Things get blurry. But we now have our ceramics in fun sizes. So 30 milliliter, 1 ounce Kronos bottles and 4 ounce Immortal bottles. Because I had a really cool conversation with a couple of people, and they were like, "Hey, if you're like the, economical weekend warrior, everyman, I buy like an 8 ounce bottle of Immortal. I only have 2 cars. The rest, like half the bottle, will sit on my shelf and eventually just rot. Yep. I'm wasting money and I'm wasting product. Can you make it smaller and cheaper?" And I said, yes, I can. Because we can do anything at Phoenix because 1, we make our own stuff, and 2, I'm in charge.
I'm going to tell your boss.
No pint bottles of Typhon for sale on the website is what Ed is saying.
I was trying to figure out what
everything's on sale on the website. What is MT? Oh, empty bottles of Typhon. Empty. He's talking about the empty bottles. You know what? I was working on that today, Ed, and I ran out of it. I tell you right now, if you order a clear bottle, because I offer a bottle for everything empty, and I also offer clear bottles that have no labels on it. Ed, if you order a clear bottle, I will make sure to put a Typhon. You can even put it in the comments. Hey, make sure you put a Typhon label on this one for me. I mean, Eileen, if you want to take over the show, I can do it right now. It'll take me 2 minutes to add it to the website. But
or if you buy the kit, you get an empty bottle with it.
That's also
true.
Yeah,
that too.
Yeah, but yeah, I do have an empty bottle page that has all of the different labels on it, and I meant to get around to doing that today, but just ran out of time. It was just too much. I had to do that big sale promotion on Instagram and Facebook. Man, there's so much information that all right. So everything is on sale right now for 24% off with promo code SPRING24. The sale will run all week long. So Ed, if you want to wait till
that's a great sale
midday tomorrow, I'll on a Sunday, when I'm supposed to be resting, I will go ahead and do it, and get that up there. If you want to wait till tomorrow, Spring 24 will get you 24% off of everything site wide, except for bundles, because bundles are already discounted. And if you are an Amazon shopper, we have adjusted the prices on Amazon to be 24% off as well. So, regardless if you go through the website or if you go through Amazon, everything is on sale right now, even the fun sizes. So if you're thinking about dabbling into ceramics, especially Immortal, because it is so easy to use,
absolutely,
get very affordable Immortal 4-ounce size, 24% even cheaper than what it is. So I'm pretty sure it's under $30 for ceramic coating. That is as simple to use as a spray wax. So now's the time to do it. Awesome. And again, that was not a shameless plug because you guys brought it up. It was not my fault. Finally, that took us 15 minutes to get back on script. All right.
Whose fault is that, Aaron? Huh?
How to structure a podcast in 5 steps. No, that's not that.
First step is admitting you have a problem.
First step is actually the introduction. First step is introduction, podcast name and the host.
Did you say introduction?
Introduction. Then it looks like guest intro. If you have a guest, the intro is a good time to very briefly introduce them. Step 2, relationship to the topic. I don't even know what that means because I didn't read this. Step 3, the topic itself. What is he doing?
I had my laptop flush on the box it's sitting on, and the fans are on the whole bottom of the laptop. So technically, they don't want you to set it flat to where the laptop
let it
breathe. So I just felt my laptop, and it was freaking hot. So I'm trying to prop it up a little so it gets some airflow under this thing.
Rick, that's what I'm trying to do. We're trying to have some structure to this show from now on, so that as Eileen is my co-host, when I pass out from overindulgence of apple juice, she can pick up right where it left off. Oh, we're going back to now and then. And Ryan, to answer your question from earlier, no, we have not done now and then yet. All right, segments. 20 unique segments. Segment ideas. Yays or nays, everybody. Yays or nays. And then probably tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, I'll go through this stream again and I'll tally up everything and we'll figure out how to get which ones everybody seemed to like best. All right. Noteworthy mentions. Shine a spotlight on standout companies, solo entrepreneurs, influencers, artists, motivational stories, and even travel spots. Make sure to highlight people or relevant things to your audience and provide value. I feel that that's kind of what we do with a interview. So I think that's kind of a segment in itself, is the interview. So I think that goes without saying. I'm
with Daryl. I say we pick a few key points, because them topics are going to kind of
veer off into
right. Well, so 100% correct, and I think that's what that's always what we've been about, especially you and me, Smurf. Just kind of playing it by ear, winging it, doing whatever. But at the same time, I just want there to be like a skeleton or an outline that we can kind of, for lack of a better term, if you get a guest that isn't very forthcoming with conversation, it's a hard interview. If they, get shy in front of the camera or they can't talk or whatever, it's kind of a way to kind of flow things back. Or once they finish their conversation point, you can kind of go, okay, now back to this. Again, it's not. What we do here is not written in stone. It's not something that we're going to do it this way every time. But I just think that it does give a little bit. To be honest with you, Eileen's, now and then, I love the idea of that, because I think that it's very quote unquote winging it, but at the same time, it's very poignant and really asks some great questions. And I don't want to miss opportunities like that. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. It makes perfect sense. And also, what we got to consider is how many people in the audience are actually detailing as a business, and how many of them are just weekend warriors? Because there's subjects that we could touch on that can help maybe improve somebody in their business, help communication with customers, help speed up their time, help when they get into a situation where they're like, oh my God, I'm freaking out, I don't know what to do. Versus weekend warriors that are just like, nah, I'm not really worried about time. I don't have no time limit. I come out on a Sunday just like, like I do sometimes. I'm not filming. I'm not shooting content. I'm not doing reviews. I just want to get out. I can spend all day just cleaning my car, So, and that's how you got to you got to feel it out, especially with different guests, and you'll be able to feel, if you're interviewing somebody that has a detail business, you're going to structure those segments and questions around, hey, how can we get info out of this person, or maybe help this person at the same time, and help people in the comments at the same time as well. So.
Right.
Rick, I really appreciate that comment. Thank you very much. I'm a big fan of Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come. I don't need to constantly be beating the drum to empty your pockets. I honestly truly believe that this is a community, this is a family. I call it the Phoenix family. And unless you're my son, you're not constantly hitting me up for money. So I don't want to do that to you guys. So I do appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Mr. 441 said he likes the business topics. He's a part-time pro. So yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm not a pro. I'm not a.
Well, it's funny. I don't know if you've read, Papa. I don't know if you read Eileen's segment and the questions in her segment, but I mean, it is. You want to just do your segment right now?
Yeah.
All right, you're up. You're in charge.
Okay. Alrighty.
So this is Eileen. If it was anybody other than Papa Smurf, Eileen has a set of questions that
this is your trial, Eileen. It's just Smurf.
Right. That she would ask anybody that we're hosting. Right. So I'll turn this over to Eileen and Smurf.
All right, Eric.
So
First question is, what's a tool that you bought that you feel now you could have either waited or never purchased it at all?
What is a tool that I feel like I could have waited or never purchased at all?
It was kind of like an impulse buy that you were like, oh, that looks really, really cool. And then you got it and you're like, yeah.
And then you're like, yeah, I don't really use it much. It's kind of just collecting dust in the garage or it's, not really.
For me, it's going to be a tie between probably a foam cannon, to be honest.
Yeah.
I hardly ever, I don't really use my foam cannon that much. I use it when I'm trying. Yeah, like on my personal cars, I don't really use foam cannons. People like to see them, and people like to see foam. If I'm testing a soap out, I'll put it in a foam cannon just to see how well it foams. A foam cannon, and it's probably going to be my number one.
Yeah.
Yeah, a foam cannon.
You can go with that one. I mean, that's a good one. Cannon. All right, so the next question, what's one thing that you have in your arsenal that if you were missing on your next detail, you'd struggle or kick yourself for not having?
Air compressor and a tornador, man.
Yeah, I feel the
same.
Some
kind of air. It doesn't have to be a tornador, but an air compressor with compressed air. I mean, that, yeah.
Yeah, I just got one recently, a few weeks back, and I was like, I don't even know, like, what was I doing before this? Like, I don't even... It's like the best investment ever.
Yeah.
All right. What's a skill that you learned that has proven to be the most beneficial for you as a detailer or just in your business? And this is just it doesn't have to be like polishing. It could be learning SEO. It could be like posting more on Instagram, or just like anything that you've learned that's the most beneficial for you so far.
Knowing my worth and charging what I'm worth. Charging accordingly. I mean, you can't sell yourself short, which I think everyone does it, but it's taken me forever, and with a lot of encouragement from Aaron, to start charging more. You know, spending all day, sometimes 2 days on cars for $300, $400 is just not cutting it. So the skill of being able to communicate with the customer enough to tell them and convince them that the price that you're giving them is a good price and they're going to get what they pay for.
Cool. All right, the next one. So I had a few weeks back, I had a customer who was paying for a basic detail, just vacuum, clean up the inside and all that. And he came out to me and he was like, "You're not going to take the seats out? Wait, you're not going to use the extractor?" So my question is, have you ever had a customer that has come to you with unrealistic expectations of a detail and you've had to kind of break that conversation down with them?
Yes and no, because a lot of my customers are good friends or family or good friends of good friends. But I did have one person that I wouldn't even call a friend. It was an acquaintance, and I needed to shoot a video. Like this was when I first started my channel, and I'm not going to name names or the video, but this was a nice car, and he was basically, his spiel was, "Hey, I'm going to get it painted next year, so I want it to look, you know, I don't want to spend $10,000 on a paint job right now. Can you make it look as best as you can?" And I said, "Yeah." And I gave him a really good deal. I'm talking really good deal.
Yeah.
And he was kind of like, he expected a little more, and I said, I just did a 2-step correction on this thing for $300, and you're gonna expect more? Like,
yeah.
And the thing, I mean, I probably got 90% defect removal out of it, and
Right.
he was kind of nitpicking a little bit, you know. And I was like, dude, the paint's bubbling in some sections. It's got some rust here and there that's someone painted over, and the rust started coming through the paint. And I said, you know, I'll do my best, but I'd like to make a video on it. And so I kind of bit myself in the butt a little bit there. But that's why I was just like, hey, $300. Normal. If that was anybody else, that was $800 to $1,000. I mean,
yeah,
hands down. I'd spent like 2 days on it. You know, it's like, so that would probably be the only time that somebody has ever did that. And I never detailed for him again, ever again. He hit me up multiple times. I want to get my wife's car ceramic coated.
Yeah.
Didn't even reply. You don't have. That's the thing you got to learn. You'll learn, especially when you deal with people a lot. I mean, me being, you know, our mechanic business, we talk with people. I talk with customers all the time, so I have a good communication skills. I'm a people person.
Right.
I talk, and I can really get the feel for somebody. And you get the wrong feeling about somebody, you have every right to cut them off. Hey, I don't feel like we're the right suit for each other. I can recommend a few other people to do your car. That's about it.
Yeah. That's what I had that with this customer, the same thing where I was like, no, I don't even have my extractor with me. I don't have anything with me to do that, because this was literally just a basic in and out. And he was like, well, how much would it be? I'm like, it's going to take me a few hours. And then the more I started thinking about it while talking to him, I was like, you know what? We're just not a good fit, because I feel like it's just never going to be right with you. And it's just going to be a headache. So I was like, no, you know what? I gave him like a 25% discount on it. And I was like, you know what? I'm good. Thank you so much. And the end. Yeah.
You know, I felt the same way about Papa Smurf, which is why I didn't ask him to be the co-host.
Aaron didn't even like me at first. He wouldn't even give me the time of the day.
You're gonna bring that up?
Those are usually the best friendships.
I can't
though,
believe
the ones that start out with like that.
I can't believe you're bringing that up. Oh wow, that is.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we can do that. We can come back around to it. Speaking of which, Eileen, I'm going to interrupt your segment.
Yeah, absolutely.
For our second giveaway because we have approached the 1 hour mark.
Let's do
it. Neil Walker, what's up, buddy? Adrian's in the house. What's up, brother? How's the call going?
Dude, we've got some great questions and some unbelievably cool interaction going on tonight. I love this. We're up to 40. We have more people now an hour into this than when we started. This is so fantastic. Whoop, whoop. That's right. All right. So I want to do another trivia giveaway since it is the 1 hour mark. And I have two unbelievably great questions. One question you guys are going to actually have to do, some soul searching. The second question is, I have a feeling that people are just going to start throwing numbers around, and it's going to get total chaos. I don't know if we should, the one that involves numbers, should we like limit it to one entry per person? And if we see multiple entries, you just get disqualified. And then we'll have to, review the tapes and come back to it, because I have a feeling that people are just going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, just typing numbers. I think so. We do. You get one entry. There's 40 people in the chat room, only 6 likes at this point, which is weird. Okay.
Really?
Yeah, it's goofy, but all right. But that being said, we're going to do one entry per person, 40 entries. If you double up and we catch you, you get on the Keith Firebird banned from winning prizes list. Keith, by the way, you are eligible, since you brought it up that you haven't won anything this year. You are eligible for winning. But please, just give us all. Yeah. By the way, Superado, you can only win once per night, so don't even play this game. Oh, we lost somebody. They were threatened. And they left. Keith, you're allowed to play. All right. Here's the question, and this is a good one because you have to really be a fan of Papa Smurf and Phoenix. Well, I guess All right. Anyway, here it is. The question is for a Typhon kit, is, what is the number of live stream appearances that Aaron and Papa Smurf have done together?
Y'all are just wrong right now for putting 5-5 instantly. They hit number. Yeah, everybody just wants to
That is correct, sir.
Oh,
that
man.
is absolutely fantastic. 9, no, that is incorrect. 35, no.
Whoa.
12.
Nope.
Was that the answer? That was the answer?
Yeah.
Pretty sure that was it. All right, Mina wins. That is correct.
She's new to the chat. So, congratulations.
Seeing how this was Curmudgeons Corner 24, and everything is new in 2024. This is Papa Smurf's 5th appearance on the Curmudgeons Corner. So this is number 5 tonight. And then there were 3 Phoenix appearances on Papa Smurf's channel. There was a previous life version of Aaron on Papa Smurf's channel. So we're now up to 9. Then there is the Jamie the Cleaner podcast. Then there was the Fab podcast down at the Southern Detailers Conference. And then recently there was the drunken attempt to get me on your Instagram, where everybody could see me and hear you, but not see you, which was really, really weird. But anyway, so that's a total of 12 live streams that you and I have done together. And I'm pretty sure that tonight gets you like a gold jacket. If you're on Saturday Night Live 5 times, they give you a gold jacket or a green jacket or something like that. So you, Smurf, every time we've done anything special, you have been a part of it with me. You were there for the very first live stream. You were there for the anniversary specials. You were there for the Southern Detailers Conference, and you're here for 2024, number 24 in 24. So
boom! It's like a golden live stream. I'm so excited.
Yeah,
I'm glad to be a part of it.
That really, honestly, thank you for being such a dear friend, a good friend, and for being a part of everything, anything and everything special that happens with Phoenix. You have been a part of it. You're also part of the inaugural fledgling flight of co-host Eileen. We raise a glass to Eileen, the co-host.
Raise up that Burger King cup, Eileen. There you go. You know what, though?
Yeah, talk to me, Goose.
Dude, how about that live stream when we were in Kentucky? I mean, that was epic.
Yeah, it was. I'm pretty sure I was lit.
Oh, you were beyond lit. You were chocolate wasted.
Man, we had the best times. I don't even care. I don't care. I don't care.
If you're not laying down in the street looking like you're dead just to take a picture, are you even apple juicing? I mean, honestly,
I don't think we were at that point. That was au natural.
No, that was we had red Solo cups filled to the top with straight freaking bullet.
I don't remember that at all.
Of course you don't remember it.
Hey, what is this? What is this? Neil Walker, I will fight you if you have memories of Smurf without me. Well, the fact that Papa Smurf doesn't remember either, I'd let you off the hook.
Mina has a good question, which I think potentially it can. What do you think, Aaron?
Yeah, again, we're always evolving, and I'm always tinkering with formulas. I do like the fact that Papa Cut is very pad dependent. So, like right now, it's like it's a fastball straight down the middle. But I mean, if you need to get a little bit more cut out of it, I definitely would recommend a firmer, more aggressive pad. And without still having to worry about damaging anything, because as it diminishes down, you don't have to worry about being overly aggressive. I mean, that's kind of the beauty of Papa Cut and its diminishing capabilities. But yeah, I would say that we're always looking to see if we can improve it. At the same time, if you're looking for something that is a lot more aggressive than Papa Cut, then we just introduce a whole new compound. You know what I mean? Like something that like as my dad would say, the right tool for the right job. Instead of trying to make a compound that is a be all end all for every single type of paint correction that you're going to encounter, we have one that throws a pretty wide net. But then why don't we focus in on making a more aggressive compound? Period.
I think that's a great idea.
Right? With the same kind of.
Because I mean, Papa Cut is like golden.
It's
perfect, just the way it is.
It's good for about 85% of the clears out there. I mean, that's what the good thing about Papa Cut is if you're out of 20 cars, Papa Cut can handle 18 of those. Every once in a while, you'll get that clear that's just rock solid, man. And you're gonna need that heavy cut, which is why I think Aaron has a good point in just creating a whole new heavier cut. Because then if it's that hard of a clear, then you can finish it with Papa Cut.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
If it came down to it, if that's all you had, instead of if you have Papa Cut and you buy let's say you create a heavier cut that can go after 1,000 grit or 1,500 grit sandpapers, then you can just come back in with Papa Cut and a foam pad, and you're good to go. It's kind of like Papa Cut finished with fab polish, but on that hard clear, you're going to use the heavy cut and then come in with either fab polish or Papa Cut. Some people don't want to buy both or don't have both. It's like it's going to give you options. I think that's a good idea.
Papa Cut with sand in it. That would be the greatest. For sure, Matt. For sure.
Just go grab some dirt and just throw it in there, and you're good to go.
Climb up that pad ladder. Yeah, for sure. That was the approach that we took in the beginning when we were designing Papa Cut. We definitely, try to throw the widest net possible, and then later on you can get into the finesses of, something that is specifically job specific. So anyway, we totally segued off of the segment for the giveaway.
Yes.
Let's get back to it. I start a couple of questions. We'll come back to that in a second, but I'd like to get through now and then with
Papa Cut is trim safe. Sorry.
Yes.
What'd you say?
Trim safe.
Papa
Mary was asking.
Safe.
Oh yeah, for sure. Ask Titan Tim. He is the man when it comes to piano bars and trim.
Yeah,
right.
Papa Cut, Bad Polish, both trim safe.
Okay, so going back to where we were, what tool could you have do without or waited to buy? What is the one thing in your arsenal that was missing on a job you kick yourself for not having? What is one skill that you have learned that has proven to be the most beneficial for you as a detailer or a business? Have you ever had a customer that expresses unrealistic expectations of a detail? That brings us back to Eileen.
All right.
You had two other questions, if I remember correctly. You had two other questions.
Yeah, I think I skipped while you were going through. I skipped one in the middle there. So what's the weirdest thing you've ever found in a customer's vehicle while detailing? I'll share mine. So I found ammo, and I've found a pack of condoms the other day in a customer's, and that's what brought out this question. I was like, I wonder what everyone else is going to finding in these cars.
I wouldn't say it's weird, but it's definitely something I wasn't expecting.
Unused?
No, it was wrapped. If not, I would have left it immediately. I would have packed my shit. I would have packed my shit and left.
Oh.
I found a clip, like a magazine, clip out of like a 9, and then a gun.
Yeah, that's what Titan Tim just said the same thing.
I was like, dude, you could have told me, take this shit out, bro. Like,
did you share? Neil, did you share?
Huh?
I asked Neil Walker if he shared.
Oh,
That's
boy.
Yeah.
No,
all right.
That seems to be the big one. Like so far, 3 people have said sex toys.
Toys, yeah.
Yeah.
Nope. I see one of those. I'm gonna be like, you're gonna have to come clean this out.
Yep.
Or pick up your car and bring it back without this in it, please.
Hey, there's a question for you in of itself, Eileen. I'm going to put this back on you, and Papa Smurf, obviously, because of your lengthy detailing experience. Have you encountered something that on the surface has been like benign, but you kind of did some snooping because it was in front of you? Like you could have just seen court papers and not read anything about it, not done anything with it, just kind of like moved it off to the side. It's none of my business. I don't care. But have you ever, either one of you ever kind of gone down the rabbit hole and be like, what is this? What is going on here?
I've done it with invoices. I'll see invoices from like different automotive shops, and I'll be like, ooh, let's see if they got over on it. Oh, yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. And speeding tickets or tickets, the little yellow tickets.
Nice.
Like, ooh, let's see. Oh, Donna. Ooh, 88 and a 60. Girl. You done messed up. Nope.
I don't get any of that. Never. Or maybe I just don't pay attention.
Oh, you just live in a wholesome community of right? A wholesome community of the high desert.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah, I guess so. They hide their shit, I guess.
Tim says this is why he sticks to outsides. The detailers at work found a blow-up doll and church papers in the same trunk.
Oh my god.
Double lifestyle.
Right? All right. And then last but not least.
How do you classify success? And what does that look like for you? Everyone has their own definition, dollar amount per day, amount of cars, percentages of ceramic over regular details, but what do you define success as?
Obviously, everybody wants to think of it as making the most money as possible, but to me, I think about making honest money. At the end of the day, if you're detailing and you're providing a service for somebody, you can't. I don't know. I would call it the guilty conscience, or some people call it dirty money. You know, if you do it in a bad way or try to get over on somebody, you know, I'd rather make $500 in a day knowing I did it honestly and respectfully than make $1,000 in a day knowing I just ripped off two people.
Right.
So that's how I consider success. I'm providing services. Honestly, I'm giving people results that they want. They're not getting upset. They're not getting mad at me. I can collect my money and sleep good at night knowing that I'm providing that in the most honest way possible. So to me, that's how I be successful when it comes to detailing or earning any kind of money, you know, successfully, is to just be able to do it right, honestly, not screwing anybody over, stuff like that.
It's good.
What you laughing at over there, Aaron?
Super Rado.
The comments.
Great comment. I couldn't help myself. Oh, he hit it right out of the park.
We have Papa and Aaron found in each other, Mom.
See? Now you got an LOL out of you, too. He says,
oh,
LOL
man.
Aaron. By the way, yeah.
Rado, you're just going to have to wait till we start our podcast. We're not allowed to speak about that on here.
We're not on your IG last night, okay?
I know. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth.
Papa
all right.
Actually,
Eileen, you kind of threw me for a curve because the question that I had written down that you had submitted was
social media platform.
Social media platform. That was it. I was all queued up to hit you with this one.
Sorry.
It's all right. It was a great question. It was an absolute. You don't have to be sorry. That was perfect. Beautiful. You're a co-host, not a sub-host. Okay. Yeah, I just coined
Appreciate
that.
it.
I just coined that. Anyway, Eileen.
So yeah, Papa, what social media platform have you had the most success with in terms of generating business or visibility on what you do?
To be honest, at first YouTube, but now it's been Instagram. To be honest,
yeah.
And it sucks that it came down to it, but I know Phil Miranda has touched on this topic a lot, but everybody's attention span seems to come down to a minute or less. So the YouTube has been trash for me. I get all the same Smurf fam, and that's honestly, that's fine with me. I know that there's going to be a Smurf fam that watch my videos no matter what, comment, interact. I love it. But it's taken a dive. But I get more quicker reactions, responses, views, and there's more people on Instagram more fluently that can see, you know, YouTube, they have their shorts, but Instagram flows way quicker at a way quicker pace than YouTube does. I know they try to add in their shorts, but it's like, if you're not scrolling, then you don't know, you know, you can't be friends with all these people on YouTube. And when you start becoming friends or following people on your social media platform, no matter what, you're scrolling through everybody that you know.
Right.
So they're seeing your stuff.
They have to be a subscriber. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're seeing your stuff constantly. So for the past, I would say, 8 months to a year, I've really been starting to try to post more and be more active on Instagram because I seem to get a lot more feedback on Instagram. So it has to be Instagram.
Yeah. Cool. Same for me. I mean, I've heard a lot of people say that Facebook brings them a lot of business, but I don't see that. Instagram is where I get most of my like business from.
Yeah, like you, Facebook.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm gonna say Facebook. I do get business, but it's just randomly, and it's because I'm being tagged. Like they'll see somebody that says, "Hey, I'm looking for a detailer," and then I just get tagged.
Oh, okay.
So like,
yeah.
And then you see there's 20 other people tagged, so you're like, okay, I'm not gonna sit here and fight these 20 people to get this person's business.
Right. Yeah.
It's not gonna do
Same
it.
for me. Same for me too. Yeah.
You know? So it's like, but if it's somebody, if it's a friend of somebody that I know very well, I will message them and say, hey, I'm a friend of so-and-so's. I'm local. I'd be happy to take care of you if you already have not found somebody to take care of your car. And I've gained 2 or 3 jobs like that, and they still bring it to me to this day.
Yeah.
So
awesome. That's good.
Let me, if you don't mind me weighing in on this, because I come from like my origin comes differently from your guys. Your guys is both service directed, and mine is product directed. Going back and forth with Tim from Shine Your Light, where he said that he has gotten zero. He's not made 1 penny from any post on Instagram ever. Again, he's also a detailer.
So he's never gotten any business. Nobody's reached out to him nobody's reached out to you, Tim, and been like, hey, I see you're located here. Can you detail my car or anything like that? Like people saw your post, maybe. I find that hard to believe because you do great work and you're always posting on Instagram. So
yeah. So again, it's hard to for me. It's hard to figure out exactly where the sales are being generated from. I can tell you right now that I have not made a sale that I am aware of off of Instagram. I've made, I think, a handful of sales off of Facebook. But that doesn't mean that people aren't being directed or driven to either Amazon or my website through Instagram.
Right.
The social interactions and the repostings of people's results using my products and things of that nature. I think that collectively, it's a snowball effect. Collectively, it makes the avalanche. I know for a fact that having the Facebook presence, for whatever reason, good, bad, ill, whatever, gives a validity to the company. You know, it's very easy as far as like SEOs are concerned, search engine optimization is concerned. So if they're looking for detailed products, having an active social media account, when say like Tim, if somebody's searching for detail services near me, and they're in the Myrtle Beach area, and you have an active Instagram, you have an active Facebook account, that helps build your Google SEOs. And so you might not think that you're getting anything out of it, but the more active that you are on all of these, I think the more business that you do get, maybe from, maybe not a direct, click on this link to come to buy my products, or click on this link to get a detail. But like, I will counter your argument, Tim, with Brian from Apex Auto Detailing. He is probably the most active person that I know of on social media. He does 1 a day on everything. He has ads constantly running on Google. Which means Google and YouTube, because Google owns YouTube. And he has ads running daily on Facebook, and he has ads running daily on Instagram. And he is killing the game. He is killing the game. And not like, besides his own product line, he has the the detail, and he has the PPF. Like, the man is a machine. So I don't necessarily say that you can just rule it out or it's obsolete. I think that collectively, which is why I as a primarily e-commerce based company, I focus on all the platforms as much as I possibly can, and the Curmudgeons Corner is so important to me for this reason, being able to interact directly with my audience, with my customers, with my my Phoenix family. We're growing. So again, that's my soapbox. I'm getting off of it, but I just hope that you see the bigger picture, that it's not just I post this picture and I get this sale. It is a collaboration of SEO. That's what, in the back of my mind, that's what I'm always thinking.
Yeah.
Search engine optimization. I have to be an active company so that Google, the almighty power that Google is, knows that I am an active business, that I am a thriving business, and it helps keep pushing me to the top of the oversaturated chemical company department.
You know what's cool though? On Instagram now, the first time I saw it and tried it, when I tagged Phoenix, and then you could actually link like products. You can tag.
Yeah.
Products. So now somebody watches my reel on Typhon, and they can see the products, and they click it, and you can add products, and they can go, oh, they got this, they got this, they got this. Boom! That was really cool because that is the first time it ever highlighted for me to give that option. So now every time I tag Phoenix in a post, I can click and I could put Chronos, Immortal, Titan, Auto Wash, Papa Cut, Fab Polish.
And I request to use you guys' videos or pictures in my store. Like I can request a collaboration where it's just like, Titan Tim will do something with Chronos or Immortal, and I'll be like, I would request to have that picture associated with the Chronos listing or the Immortal listing and stuff like that, which is a lot of fun. I'm still learning. There's a whole huge process, a learning curve, if you will, that I'm still getting used to. But I think that question, that the platforms are all very, very valuable as a collective SEO kind of, like Neil Walker was saying, it does let your customers know that you're a real business. And I think that's very, very important.
Just to let you guys know, sorry, Eileen, we starred some comments that we are going to come back to. We didn't forget about you guys. There's a few comments that Aaron had starred, so we can come back and reply. So if we miss your question and we don't answer, put it again. That way we can see it again, and then we can star it, or we can revisit and come back to that. Because I know, there's, every once in a while we let one slip, we start talking, and then all of a sudden it gets up in the pile, and we can't get back to it. So
sure. All right, let's go back to David Bryce. I think he posted this probably 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
What product would you by hand to remove paint transfer, white scuff marks from parking lot poles?
Oh, Papa Cut or Fab Polish on a take a microfiber, put your 2 fingers on the microfiber, put a little Papa Cut on there, and then just work it in there, and it should come right off. I actually literally just did that on a 2021 Chevy Suburban, and it was black, and it was my brother's friend and her husband. Her son rode by with her little scooter, and the handlebar scratched the door. And her significant other tried to fix it and basically spray painted a rectangle around the scratch. No joke. And I literally took a microfiber towel, put some Papa Cut on there, and just started working it in. And it took me 2 towels to do it, but I eventually got all the spray paint off the car. Then I came in with some rinseless, wiped it down, Hydra, and she was like, "You just saved me from having a severe meltdown." And I was like, "Well," and that turned into I didn't know that you do detailing, and I said, "Yes, I do all kinds of stuff. Check out my YouTube channel." And then we started talking, and I told her I do everything under the sun that she needs: paint corrections, interiors, steam clean, ceramic coatings, all that stuff. She says, "You do ceramic coatings? How much to do my car?" And we started talking, and we set it up to where 3 or 4 weeks from now, I'm going to be doing her Suburban a full one-step enhancement and ceramic coating. Boom.
Amazing.
Oh, so
we are still alive.
Yeah, Aaron. It doesn't. I guess it doesn't update on the StreamYard content. So I apologize if I was shouting for no reason. Whoops.
No, you're good.
Whoops. All right. Okay. So the other starred question comes from this guy. I forget who he's. He's some detailer down in South Carolina. I'm not really familiar with him.
Oh, that guy. I heard about that guy.
2 questions. How about discussing other uses for products? And then how about a confession time segment? I'm not really sure what you're asking for with that second question, Tim, but I mean, we'll dive into it. I'm not afraid. A confession time. I mean, like, if you're talking about, time spent with Papa's mom, I think that's kind of private and really not really a confession since everybody knows. But anyway, other uses for products. I really like that question in particular. And the reason why I like that question in particular is, as we talked about earlier today or tonight, being primarily e-commerce and SEO, right? SEO stands for search engine optimization. I have a real problem with a lot of companies that just make a bazillion products that are basically the same thing, different color, different scent, different name, and it's the exact same thing in a different format. I have a problem with that. I feel that it kind of like it cheapens the industry, it cheapens the brand, and it kind of makes for a lot of charlatans. Oh, shout out to Papa's mom. Yes, sir. Jamie the cleaner in the house. He knows what's up. Anyway, all right. So what I'm saying
MVP
is that, like, I know that Chelsea has Chelsea and Brian from Apex. They have both beaten the drum about Hydra being a phenomenal glass cleaner. And it really, really is. It makes for a great glass cleaner. And Pelias also makes for a great glass cleaner. The ingredients that are used in both of those products are really special. When we were developing it and making it, there's I don't want to get into the minutia to make everybody's eyes glaze over, but there are products that are very, very similar, but they make all the difference. And I'm going to speak in generic terms where you could have, let's just say, product alpha A and product alpha B. They're both alphas, but they're distinctively different because alpha A and alpha B, the molecular structure is different and they work differently. Now, like I said, they're very, very similar. So you could get away with using alpha A in a particular product, and it'll be good, but it won't be great. But if you use alpha B, which is the same product but with a different molecular structure, it works phenomenally. And that is like how we develop Pelias is, you have several ingredients, and then you have this really, really special ingredient that puts it over the top. And it's a lot of fun. It's amazing. It's crazy expensive. But obviously anybody that's used Pelias knows that it's totally worth it because, it's not a 50-50 IPA solution, by any stretch of the imagination. Pelias is something special.
Absolutely.
I think of it like this. Yes, both work phenomenal on glass. They both have different purposes. One's more expensive than the other. One is highly more dilutable, so you can make more at less price. So if you're using Pelias for paint and you're doing a lot of paint polishing and paint corrections, you're going to want to save Pelias for panel prep. If you have a gallon of Hydra, you can make a crap ton of glass cleaner. You know, if you've got 10 gallons of Peleus and you want to use it as a glass cleaner, by all means. But if you look at it as cost versus use, they both clean glass well, but Hydra as a panel prep versus Peleus as a panel prep, you're going to reach for your Peleus. So why waste your panel prep unless you have deep pockets? You know, why waste your Peleus? I mean, if you got
it's not that expensive. It's like it's $15 for a pint.
Well, so for me, what I do.
Go ahead.
What I do since I'm mobile, I have both on me at all times. And if I'm going to use something it's great if it has a dual purpose, triple purpose.
Right.
So when it comes to cleaning glass, my go-to is rinseless always. But now if I have nasty glass, slobber on the glass from a dog, I'm not going to sit there and spend the extra 5-10 minutes working with the rinseless when I can just pull out my Peleus. I have it in there for like, you know, polishing jobs. I'm going to pull that out, and now I have something that's it's a time saver, because now I don't have to sit there and struggle with a rinseless. Now I have Peleus.
Right.
Very good point. It's powerful. It's really powerful.
Okay, so back to the original dilemma, question, problem. Being e-commerce, no one is looking for a rinseless wash for a glass cleaner. No one is looking for a panel prep for a glass cleaner. So my Amazon marketing strategist is like, you have to come up with a glass cleaner. Even if it is very similar to those other two products, to have something that is specific to glass cleaning when it comes to search and engine optimization, when it comes to searching for glass cleaner, you have to have a glass cleaner. Now, now obviously what's cool about, what I get to do on my end is we can change it enough, percentages of chemicals and different ingredients and all of that other stuff to where it is significantly different to be a special specified glass cleaner. Like, we'll make it whatever glass cleaner. The purpose of it is to be able to be found on the internet somewhere. Like, people can search Amazon for a glass cleaner and have Phoenix's product come up, or search, the sales or shopping, the shopping button on Google, and have it come up under shopping, as opposed to the other two products that, in my opinion, are Hydra's one of the best glass cleaners out there, period. But it's not specifically specified to be a glass cleaner, and so therefore it gets lost on every single person that isn't familiar with Phoenix and is looking for a glass cleaner. So that kind of pushes me, or pigeonholes me, into having to make a glass cleaner. And then other people go, oh, well, you're just putting out, Peleus with a different color and a different scent. And that's not true. Like, I have a pride in the company. I have a pride in the products where I'm morally obligated to make it different. Now, will I still promote the other two probably more than the glass cleaner? Absolutely, because I believe in versatility. I want to save my customers as much money as possible. And if you could buy one product that does 3 or 4 different jobs, I'd rather push you down that direction. But as far as a self-sustaining company that lives in, the far reaches of space and which is the internet, I'm obligated that I also have to do that as well. So, like, I have to do brand protection for those that don't know me, but I also have to do right by those that do know me. And I hope that by having this kind of fireside conversation that FDR used to have with the people of the United States.
Fireside chats, yeah.
Fireside chats, thank you. Yeah, the fireside chats. We can have this fireside chats that says, yes, I have these products that are phenomenal glass cleaners, secondary phenomenal glass cleaners. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing as far as making a designated glass cleaner. don't crucify me for, relabeling a product that we already make. It's going to be different. I promise you, it's going to be different.
Decrane. So basically, this is going to be the equivalent to P&S Express, because the P&S Express is just a cleaner. It's not a detailer, so there's no protection or anything in the P&S Express, although a great product. Typhon is going to be Phoenix's version of that. But to me, it packs a massive punch. As you guys saw on my live stream that I was completely blown away by.
Papa, that was an insane video. That was crazy.
I'm still speechless at 10-1. I could not believe the cleaning power at 10-1.
And it leaves a good finish.
At 10-1.
I used it today on a customer's RAV4 leather and dark leather interior, and it left a nice finish. I didn't even have to use a detailer on it.
Oh,
it was perfect. Yeah, it was a really good finish.
I want to touch on a subject because I see a lot of comments on it for cleaning glass, and you as well. The rinseless solution with the towel, wring it out, go over your glass with the wet towel, come in with another towel, whether it's your waffle weave. I love these for glass. These are the Griot's Garage Twisted Loop Edgeless. I love them on glass. I mean, take your wet towel, like Eileen said, she soaks it in the rinseless solution, especially on a hot day. If you got your cold, damp rag, you come in, wipe the glass, you come in with your second towel, 0 streaks. Done. Unless you're in there's that exception when you get into a smoker's car and there's that film, which would be a good point that Eileen made. You can come in with Pelias or a 50-50 like IPA mix. Come in with that first, and then come in with your rinseless, and then dry it. And some people might say, "Oh, well, that's too many steps." I'm like, well, if you want clean, streak-free glass, sometimes you got to do the extra step. You know what I mean? Christy absolutely cleans carpet and upholstery. If you go back and watch my live, I did a spot clean 10-1 on the what do we call it? We need a name for that Suburban out there that is just crap.
I just called it a barn find because it looked like it was bare. It was like it was. I remember what's his nuts from Ammo, Larry, right? Larry from Ammo. He had this vehicle that he found out in the woods, and he ended up. I think they used like a tow truck to pull it out of the woods, and it had everything organic that you could think of growing in that vehicle, in the trunk and in the vents and everywhere in between. And they pulled it out, and he called it a barn find. And and they spent the next week just tearing this thing apart and cleaning it all up. Your truck was very close to that level of so I'd call it a barn find, bro.
I don't know. I'm gonna call it the barn. That's where you find the cars, is inside the cab of that thing.
Yeah. So, Christy, to kind of circle back around to what you were saying, that's what it was designed for. As far as a specific interior, a cleaner is concerned, it needed to be different than the Kraken. The Kraken, I have these conversations with the chemist, and the chemist is like intellectual level 20, and I am the village idiot. So he talks to me in ways that hopefully I can understand, and therefore relate the conversation and information to you guys. The Kraken and Typhon they approach the problems from two very different directions. And let's just remove pH out of the equation. pH is I have learned so much about pH in the last 2 months. It'll blow your mind that pH is not the end all be all. It's not the, it's a super acid. Oh, it's a super alkaline. You can have a really high pH and have it be perfectly safe by the way that you build the elements to make it safe. It's It's mind numbing. If you like that kind of thing, we could sit with some apple juice and talk for hours about science. But what I'm going to tell you is, let's just say that Kraken and Typhon approach similar problems from very different directions to get the same results. And the end result is you want a clean surface, whatever you're working on.
Hey, what's up, Briggs?
The Kraken would be much better as a degreaser, using the chemicals that we do use to make Kraken come at it from a degreasing point of view. They go after like those really heavy soiled, petroleum based issues that you're going to find in wheel wells and engine compartments, door jams. At 5-to-1, it makes for a really great pre-soak on the exterior of the vehicle. And that was what I really wanted Kraken to be able to do, because a lot of people really focus in on the exteriors of stuff. And you're going to encounter a whole lot of different problems on the exterior than you're going to encounter on the inside. On the inside, you're going to find more organic related stuff. You're going to find more, family matters, organic substances, food, candy, crayons, that kind of stuff. You're not going to really, unless you are an employee, a union worker on a highway, you're not going to have a whole lot of petroleum-based issues in the interior of your vehicle. So let's go at it from a different approach. Instead of using, really caustic chemicals that you have to really, really be sure about the dilutions when you're going on a more delicate surface, why don't we come at it from a more surfactant basis that can attack those more organic issues? Now, I know a lot of people want to know if there's an enzyme involved in Typhon. There's no enzymes involved per se, but it just is more effective. The chemicals that we use are more effective towards organic breakdowns. That odor neutralizer, where it encapsulates, the odor molecule and dissolves it, versus, like an enzyme would eat it up and turn it into, water or oxygen or whatever the enzymes do when they digest those organic matters. What we're trying to do is we're trying to dissolve it, break the cohesive bonds of those molecules, break them apart, and therefore you get rid of the problem from a different angle. So I know I just went down a crazy rabbit hole. I am on my third glass of apple juice, so forgive me for wandering. But the idea behind it is it's a safer approach to interior, more delicate surfaces. And Typhon will work on any wettable surface. So your touch screens, your things like that. It's pretty phenomenal. Nacho Man just did a video on Instagram where he used it on the exterior, and obviously it works phenomenally well exteriorly, but we wanted to make sure that it was safe for interior. Now, side note, and this is something that I really, really want to, beat my chest about. When the original formula was presented to me, it had a pH, and I don't have the props in front of me, and it doesn't matter that I don't have the props in front of me. But when we had the original formula presented in front of me, it had a pH of 12. And I didn't like that. I didn't want it to have a pH of 12. I said, Professor, I appreciate this, but we have been telling everybody from the beginning of Phoenix and before that anything with a pH of 12 or high can potentially hurt ceramic coatings and stuff like that. I do not want to have an interior cleaner with a high pH. So what do we have to do to dial it back? And I don't want to sacrifice the cleaning capabilities. So we need to lower the pH, but still make it as powerful as what it is. And he said, well, we can do that. We can add neutralizers. It might increase the cost of the product. And I said, well, I don't really care what it takes. Let's do it. I want a pH safe. And I said, just for for just general public consumption, they're just going to key in on a pH and they're like, oh, it's 12, it's got to be dangerous, and therefore that's the end of the conversation. And I don't want to have to spend 19 hours educating people that no, it's got a high pH, but we built it so that it's a safe pH. And I'm like, what the F is a safe pH, and how do you explain what a safe pH is? Anyway, point of the story is we were able to dial it back to 9.5. So Typhon has a 9.5 pH. We did not, and I want to stress, we did not compromise on the cleaning power of Typhon, but with a 9.8. And the professor was just like, at a 9.5, you can buy drinking water. Smart water is a 9.5 alkaline. So you now have created an interior cleaner that is as safe as drinking water to use on every surface of the car. Now, I'm going to stress to you, don't drink it, because it is a cleaner.
Do not drink it.
Right? From spending nearly 20 years in EMS, I can say if it's not naturally found in the human body, you probably shouldn't ingest it unless it's apple juice and it's proven that it helps.
Kids nowadays are eating Tide Pods, so we have to make sure we disclaim, hey, do not drink this, please.
Thank you. Exactly.
Pretty soon, you're going to walk into Phoenix headquarters, and these are all going to be locked up. You're going to have to push the button and wait for somebody to come help you get it out of the shelf. Sheesh.
Anyway, so that's my 2 cents on pH. That's my 2 cents on Typhon. Christy, the point of the story is,
I think that was about $30.
It is 100% safe on interiors, fabrics in particular. That's all I'm saying.
Oh. Now that's what we call a rabbit hole.
Hey, I had to get the information out there. I'm sorry.
I know.
All right, listen. We got
I'm just kidding.
We got 37 people in the chat room still that I'm aware of. I might be wrong because apparently StreamYard doesn't update how many people are actually viewing.
Well, it's hard because a lot of people are like, it's on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Isn't it on you? Are you doing all three, or?
Yeah, don't sass me.
Just saying.
Anyway, the point of the story is that we should reward everybody that sat through that rabbit hole with another giveaway.
Yay! Yay!
Boom, 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 boom. Tim, we'll still come back to your we'll still come back to your second part of the question because I'm curious about it, but I do want to let's give something else away. All right. Okay, this is again not to exclude Eileen, but this was a question that we came up with that focuses in on the guest. And so if everybody in this room knows my guest, then you should get the answer to this question. All right, here we go. Papa, why don't you ask the question?
I can do that. Okay.
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen. What do we call it? Our made up or hypothetical.
What is the name of the imaginary? That's the word I use.
Imaginary. That's the word we were looking for. What's the name of the imaginary podcast that me and Aaron have every single morning?
Well, not every single morning, because somebody doesn't work on Mondays.
Let's just say every morning except for 2.
Every morning except for 2. What is the name of the imaginary podcast that Papa Smurf and Aaron has every morning except for 2? Mother Talk.
Oh, that's daily regardless.
Trunk Monkeys Live. 555. This is great. I love the comment. Trunk Monkeys Live. 555. Mom Talk. There's another one from Mom Talk. Papa's Mom.
And you see, I know. Hey, we have mentioned this. We've mentioned this multiple times. So
yeah, whatever you say. Mama's Talk.
Homies and tacos. That's a good one.
Homies and tacos.
So Tim knows.
It's so good. I you know what? I'm actually Smokey and the Bear. I like that. Think tanks. Close. Apple juice.
Last night with your mom. Today's episode of Last Night with Your Mom.
That's what it used to be.
Oh gosh.
I love it.
Barbecue minute. That's good. That's a good one. But no, it's an I guess is it a double entendre? I forget what the terminology is, but basically the name could be used in two different directions. A flew over, flew over your mama's house. What's in your cup? That's a good one. Your cup? Apple juice in your mama.
Now that's a good time.
That is a good time. Unfortunately, I think the apple juice is starting to take over.
I remember my first bottle of apple juice.
Hey, man, this was full when I got it. All right, so just simmer down. I think I'm holding my own, considering. All right.
I think we're about tied.
You like to
eat I got tied. Good stuff though.
You like to eat.
You still haven't tried this yet, huh?
No, because you were like, "Oh, I'm going to send it to you." You never did. Straight talk. We're getting closer, but no. I would say, all right. Should we start giving hints?
Maybe we can circle.
The first hint that I'm going to give is it could be movie related. It could be movie related.
Think Tank. That's a good one.
I like the Smith Brothers, but we call it the Smash Brothers because guess what I just got set up? I bought it on Black Friday because Papa Smurf made me buy it on Black Friday. I just got a Blackstone 28-inch griddle, and I used it for the first time last night, and it is life-changing. It is life-changing. I would equate it to candles versus light bulbs. For centuries, we used candles, and then all of a sudden, the light bulb was given, and it has brought on a whole new world order. And the Blackstone griddle is insane.
I think everybody's still kind of guessing, but I mean, we can always revisit it.
2 beers,
you know what?
cup.
What's that?
That's a good one. 2 beards, 1 cup.
All right, I was going to give it to Matt Duffy for that. Matt Duffy wins. Oh my gosh, Matt Duffy. I don't know if I have your mailing address, but
that is foul and funny on the same level. Oh my lord, Brokeback Mountain, HN, get out of here! Oh man. Oh, that was good.
I think everybody that's guessed is going to guess that, and none of you guys have gotten it close, but we have talked about it. It is a deep dive question, which is why we were saving it for hour 2. But I don't think anybody's going to get it. Matt Duffy, you definitely win for 2 beards.
Yes.
One
definitely.
Cup. Like I said, Matt, if I don't have your email address, send me. Send somebody your. Oops, that's you. Send me your. There you go. Send me your email or your mailing address at Aaron@PhoenixCOD.com, and we will get you a Titan kit. Tim heard it, but he can't remember it. Sending it to Papa Smurf's mom. Dude, your mother is famous. I'm
about to get her on the live.
What was Rick and Morty? She gets more hits than YouTube.
Well, definitely than my YouTube channel, because on my YouTube channel I get no hits. Oh man. And your poor mom. What did our moms ever do to deserve this?
Nothing. It was, it stemmed from. It was like, my level of friendship comes in 3 forms, and it was just like, inappropriate, sexually inappropriate mom jokes. It was something like that. So once you get into that circle of mom jokes, you are in the inner circle of my friendship.
Oh, that's funny. I don't care who you are. That's funny.
All right. Do we give the name or do we save it for another day? I think if we just say it now, that way we Matt Duffy.
That way when you ask again, everybody knows what it is.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. So
and I almost said it earlier, guys.
You almost said it earlier. You really did. Which was I was like, no. All right. So the point of the story is Matt Duffy wins this question segment at 10 a.m. or 10 p.m. The answer to the question is called the drive-in, meaning you could be a movie reference, going to the drive-in to watch a movie. But basically, I am 3 hours ahead of Papa Smurf, so I'm already at work. When he drives to work, it's the drive-in for him, and we call it the drive-in. So if we usually he'll talk to me for about a half an hour every morning on his way into work, and then if something happens throughout the day, we'll just go, "Hey, I got something to talk to you on the drive-in tomorrow." And then we were like, "Hey, if we ever do a podcast, we should definitely call it the drive-in." Because you're driving in, it's a 30-minute segment that you can just tune in and listen to on your drive into work. It's usually zero business related. We're usually bitching about wives or something that we ate that we cooked the night before. It is 100% not business related, and it's just fun content. And we both came up with the idea that if we were to ever get serious, we should do a podcast called the drive-in.
Yep. Or food. Like we'll try a new food spot and be like, dude, so how was that food spot you tried? Oh
yeah, I'm going to this place tonight. I'll tell you all about it on the drive-in. 100%. Yeah. So
I mean, I think we should we've talked about it multiple times, and we're thinking about doing it. And it'd be only in the mornings, like you said, on your drive into work. It's kind of like a morning radio show.
Yeah. And it's short, it's compact. Like I do enjoy these, like the Joe Rogan 3-hour long form interviews. Those are great because you can just let the guest ramble on and talk about whatever, or the host ramble on and talk about whatever. But I also like the short format for the drive-in. Usually, like I said, it takes you a half an hour to get to work, and we talk about whatever, and then it's like, all right, I got to get to work. And then we end it with, "Hey, kick this day in the." Are we allowed to say this on YouTube?
I probably wouldn't say it, but kick this day right in the.
Yeah, in the jewels, in the family jewels. Kick this day in the jewels, and
kick it. Just give it a good shaft kick.
Give it a good shaft kick. See, look. I think we already have one subscriber to our imaginary podcast. Rich, thank you so much. Rich, I do truly appreciate Rich is a great guy. He checks in with me on the regular on Facebook, Messenger. And he's always been super supportive. Rick, thank you so much for watching the show and coming out. Have a great night, and we'll catch you next time. Appreciate you, Rich. Hey, here's a good idea. Before you leave, just so you know, Eileen and I have got Matt Ayers from Extra Mile Detail. He will be on our show March 30th. So that's like 2 weeks from now. Will be the next Curmudgeons Corner 25. Whoop, 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 whoop. Another milestone. Curmudgeons Corner 25. Hopefully, Eileen and I will have this dialed in by then. And that being said, we'll see you on the 30th, Rich. Thank you so much.
Daryl, take care. Appreciate you tuning in, brother.
Yes,
yep, Daryl, same thing to you, buddy. We'll see you on the 30th. Thank you so much. You guys have always been so supportive. Honestly, this really is a Phoenix family for sure.
So did we get through the then and nows?
We did. We got through the then and nows, but we didn't get through all of Tim's questions. So
okay.
The second half of his question was, how about a confession time segment? I have no idea what that means.
Well, like he said, confession, I got a seatbelt ticket yesterday. Like, you could be like, confession, I farted in the line at the store and blamed it on the guy behind me.
Hey, all right. So let's. All right. Oh man, this is the apple juice talking.
Yeah, let's hear
it. We're all 100% clear. This is just the apple juice talking. No, I shouldn't say it.
Well, now you got to say it.
Save it for the drive-in.
I kind of enjoy crop dusting in apartment stores. I will. Like a CVS, if you can crop dust an aisle in CVS, that is funny. That is really funny. I call it the spider web because people will walk through it and they'll go. I'm like, oh man, I shouldn't have done that, but it's really funny. Anyway, all right, that's my confession. Papa, you're up.
Oh. Let's see. Since I'm such a saint, I really don't do anything that's bad or can give me bad juju. I thoroughly believe in bad juju, but
Me too.
I like midgets.
they're half off.
Dude, he is. Oh. Oh, boy.
Christy said me too. I don't know what that's referring to.
I think she likes crocodiles.
I don't know.
Maybe the midget.
A confession.
We have definitely gotten off the rails tonight. Oh, show.
So
thank you for clearing that up, Christy.
Nope.
I do have a
She
small.
blows up department stores. Totally blows up department stores. I'm not reading the last three things. She loves midgets and she loves blowing up department stores.
So I had somebody pull up to my shop the other day in a straight. I want to say the word, but I can't because it's a bad word. But it's a blank box, and it rhymes with spit of a car. I mean, no license plates. And she was like, "Can you put some air in my tire?" And I'm like, "It keeps going flat." And I'm like, I'm right in the middle of work, and I'm like, being the good person I am, yes. And I had to drag the 50-foot long hose out the front. And I'm talking like she's got stuff all in the back of the car. I mean, I'm pretty sure she lives in her car. I'm just like, okay. I'm going to air up her tire. And I'm like, shh. And I just see a big old nail in the tire. And I'm like,
oh, no.
Yep, there you go. She's like, I don't know why it keeps going flat. And I'm like, dude, the tire's bald. I'm talking. And for me, technically, we are not allowed to patch tires if they are unsafe. So, and I'm just looking at this tire, the sidewalls splitting and separating, and I'm just like airing it up. And I'm staring at this nail. I'm like, there you go. So, yeah, I don't know why it just keeps going flat. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. There's a tire shop right on the corner. You can go to them if you'd like.
Now, is that like a nanny state California law that you can't patch a goofy tire?
No, but if the tire's unsafe, and let's say I patch it and then it blows out when she goes down the street, then we're liable for it. So,
how is it an unsafe tire?
When they're completely bald and splitting and dry rotting on the side, and then I take it out and patch it, and she gets on the freeway and goes, pow, whoa, and then hits the center divider and goes, oh, well, they just patched my tire and it blew up. Lawsuit.
When really it was her shitty.
Well, really, it was the tire that was deteriorating. So
right.
If it's to the point where I'm just gonna say, dude, you need a new tire. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not patching it. You know, it's got to be a certain basic, safety. It's to save our butt too. You know what I mean?
Well, then, I mean, listen. I'm sure I'm just beating a dead horse, but I mean, can't you have that conversation with her? Like, hey, listen, I'm legally not allowed to patch your tire. It has a nail in it. The reason why I can't patch your tire is because of X, Y, and Z. You might be able to find a repairman that will patch that tire. We legally cannot do it. If somebody chooses to do it illegally, that's the case. But like you said, there's a tire corral down the street. You can go get a new tire from them. Like, as opposed to just like, I don't know why it's not keeping, because that kind of makes you look like a tool.
Well, if you would have seen the person, I mean, where I work, we've talked this on the drive-in. There are some people out there that are I would say, not in the right state of mind. That may be on some substances that you just don't want to deal with.
Okay.
If it was one of my regular customers, not a problem. I'd have that conversation with her and recommend her to a tire shop, no problem. But this was just somebody that pulled right up into the shop, right when we're working, that was clearly on some substances. And I just don't like being in the presence of people like that. So the fastest way I can get them away from it is the fastest way possible. Like, I could have been worse and been like, no, I'm not going to air up your tire. But not that mean. But this is why it's called the confession, Aaron. Like, you
judgment-free zone.
I'm not judging. I'm asking a question.
Judgment-free.
I absolutely could have. And 9 times out of 10, I do. But there's some characters, man. I'm telling you. Like,
hey, let me ask you a side question.
So,
Keith Firebird says, people call up for used tires all the time. We do not deal with used tires, only new. How do you feel about people bringing you tires to put on? Like, I was instructed by one of my really good friends who used to work at a Mavis Tire. He was like, you can get so much better tires cheaper at like TireRack.com. Order them online. Have them delivered to your house, and then bring them over to your local mechanic and have them put the tires on. How do you feel about that? Because obviously you're not making any money on the tires.
Nope. But here's the thing. I would rather do that because we don't make that much money on tires. And everybody that nowadays wants a warranty. Let's just say they buy a tire and in 3 months they get a big old nail, tire goes flat and destroys the tire. Then we have to put a $130 tire on their car. We just lost all the profit we made on the tires. You know what I mean? So if somebody gets a set of tires and they bring it to me, I will absolutely mount them, balance them, throw them on the car. Because after that, if something happens, it's there.
It's on the tire rack, TireRack.com.
Yep. We don't warranty any customer supplied parts. So, and I tell people all the time, because the price of tires has probably went up $20 to $40 per tire, depending on the tire. Our cost. I mean, tires that we used to be able to get for $50, $60, decent tire, are now $80, $90. Almost double in price.
Okay. That's fair. I remember I did it. It had to have been
Matt.
It had to have been over COVID. So what, summer of 2020. And I bought the online tires from TireCrowd.com. No plug. And I brought it over to the mechanic, and he was just really irritated. He was like, the problem with these online tire shops is that they band them together with this stupid band that kind of crushes the tire, what makes it kind of misformed, and then you can't put it on the rim. I effing hate it. And I was just like, are you going to do it? Are you going to do it or not? Do I need to find somebody else that will do it? No, we'll do it, but it just sucks. And I was like, all right.
Yeah, it does suck. It does suck. Christy has a good one because I feel her. Hey, Christy, me and Aaron, you should hear us on the drive-in in the morning. I almost was a witness to Aaron pulverizing somebody for freaking riding his. I mean, he got out and was like, "You're gonna be so good."
Okay, so let me paint the picture. Thank you for reminding me of this. It wasn't really road rage, but okay. So
it was road rage.
It was at night. It was at night, so therefore it was dark, and it was raining, and this woman was riding me so close that I couldn't see her tail or her headlights. That's how close she was. I couldn't see her headlights. So you could say that she was literally up my ass. And I got into it, and then I went came up to the turning lane. You know how you have 2 lanes, and then all of a sudden there's a 3rd lane for turning. So I was coming up to the 3rd lane to turn, and I was obviously making that left-hand turn. at some point she tried to get around me to get to the turning lane first. She didn't make it. I obviously made it into the lane first. We both made the left turn, and I was going to go to a grocery store. So I turned into the grocery store parking lot, and I was like, please, God, let her turn behind me. Please, God, let her turn behind me. And she turned into the same parking lot as me.
It was it's on, baby.
And it was like the sleeves are up and we are going to town.
Boy.
I parked my car and I watched where she parked her car, and I got out of the car and I was just like, what the F is your problem? And she was just like, what? I don't understand why you're so mad. And I was like, you were literally up my ass. I didn't realize that I didn't know. And I was just like, well, then you should pay attention more. Come on, you're going to kill everybody.
She could have smelled your crop dust.
I'm just saying, if you are that oblivious, like that you're that close that I can't see your headlights and you're that oblivious to it, then you kind of deserve to be chewed out, like big time. You deserve that. Like, you need to start paying attention to the world around you, dummy. Is all I'm saying. Anyway.
When I say oh, Christy, absolutely. I just literally on the way home, I called Aaron. I was like, I'm on my way home, and I'm on the freeway, and there's a car in front of me, and I can't make this up. There is nobody around this lady. I mean, front, back, side to side. I mean, she is by herself, and I'm cruising up, and I'm like, I get over, and then she just hits her brakes, and I'm like,
truck monkey.
I'm like, she's not causing me any issue, but I'm just like, why are you braking? There is nobody in front of you. Like, it's the worst thing about it is when you start yelling at somebody and you're like, man, you pull up and it's like this little old lady and you're like, you know what? You're good. I'm sorry. You're good. And they're like this close to the steering wheel. They're like this. And you're like, lady, you realize if that airbag goes off, you're dead. You ain't coming back from that. Instead of saving your life, it's taking your life.
This is my favorite podcast that we've done. In the 12 podcasts that we've done, Papa, this is my favorite one. These guys are on fire. These guys are Matt Duffy. Do you remember the videos of Trunk Monkey? If you guys, after the show is over, if you are not familiar with Trunk Monkey, type into your search engine Trunk Monkey. They are some of the funniest videos I have ever seen in my life. And between Matt Duffy and Super Auto, I'm dying. I am dying.
Oh, I forgot. Everybody that's still in here. How many people do we have in here? I don't even know.
It says 26, but I don't know how accurate that is.
Make sure after this live, you guys stay tuned to my channel because my Typhon video is going to drop as soon as we're done with the live.
Boom, boom.
Amazing.
I go back to yesterday, dude. That live stream that you did, I was floored. I was like, oh, this is gonna suck because he's gonna have to scrub it and then spray it and then scrub it and spray it and scrub it.
I'll be completely honest. I did not expect 10-1 to do much, so I was fully ready to just stick the sprayer right in the top of this and use it full strength, and just blown away. I was blown away.
The live stream that I did with Kelsey yesterday, it was interesting because she was talking about, lifespans of coatings and things of that nature. And I was like, it's really interesting to have, being
Dan, that is a very good choice. I would do the same thing. Sorry, Aaron.
What'd you say?
Dan said, I told my wife if I was ever president, I'd make it once you collect Social Security, you need to take a yearly driver's test to not endanger the road. I think that's a great idea because there's some people out there that do not need to be driving. Like I'm talking.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
There's some people before they collect Social Security that don't belong on the road. But
1,000%.
It should be like an IQ test. So she was, we were talking about life expectancies of coatings and things of that nature, and I said, it's very subjective to, as we've, beaten this horse a lot on this channel. I had lunch with Sock from Detailing Made Simple a couple of weeks ago up at in New York, and he said, I don't do a time period on coatings. I do like a dealership would do, 3 years or 36,000 miles, whichever come first, because it depends on how you are driving that vehicle or using that vehicle is really what goes into how long that lifespan of a particular product is going to work. And that actually that is genius. Why did I even go down this path? I don't know. But anyway, did you hear Chelsea singing? Yeah, Chelsea is great. I really, really had a lot of fun hanging out with Chelsea yesterday. That was a good time. I don't even know. Sorry. See, this is why we need a script so that we can go back to it when I go. I've drank too much and I have no idea what I'm talking about.
No, this is the best part of the live. We call this the
winging it.
Yeah, we call it Star Trek. Boldly going where we've never gone before. Yeah, agreed. Christy's on fire today as well.
Remember, I told you the other day that I always get messages from people, and it's never, "Hey, how you doing, Smurf?" It's, "Hey, I got this problem. What can I use, or what can I do to fix it?"
Yeah.
Prime example. I have not heard from this dude in probably 2 years. He goes, "Eric, it's Eric." At first, I thought I texted myself, but I'm like, nope, it's not me. What's the best stuff to get water spots out? Have you tried a water spot remover? And how bad are they? I'm not lying. I'm literally reading it right here. They're not horrible, but kind of the pain in the butt to get out. It's old paint. Was seeing if you recommended a specific brand. So my response: do you have any pictures? How long have they been there? And is it single stage? It's an old Cadillac. All right. Here's the picture. See if you guys can see that. You guys can see that? Kind of.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Okay. I had the car cut and buffed before, and the guy who did it said the car has been worked on. My response: so were they always there? If you don't remove the mineral deposits before you try polishing, you can push them deeper into the clear or paint. Waiting on the response.
So, as for both of you guys that are,
why do you feel bad, Mary? I'm sorry, Aaron.
Yeah, no, I had that same question in my head as well. Now I feel bad, Smurf. I have no idea what she feels bad about.
Yeah, why do you feel bad? Is Immortal a good start off? Absolutely. I honestly, if I had one product to offer, paint enhancement, 1 year coating, $500, Immortal, all day over a 2-step and Chronos. Although the money would be better, but I could do probably, if I really focused and I didn't have any apple juice, I could probably do three or 4 in a day.
Yeah.
Humberto brings up a really good question. I asked a question yesterday and I didn't ask how you were. She feels bad because she didn't do pleasantries with you.
No, Mary.
We're past that. Like, I don't ask Eric, pleasantries. Oh, so how's your day going? No, I usually go right into like, hey, how's your mom? Because when I left her, she was unconscious.
Yeah, exactly. Mary, I'm referring to friends like I've known since high school, and you see what I got to deal with, guys? Do you see what I have to deal with? I'm talking about friends that I met through people back in the days. I'm talking back in the days like 10, 12, 15 years ago.
Oh,
Hey, man, he's unconscious that time. And this section we called unfiltered. He had to leave. Look, he peed himself. That's why.
oh my God. Oh.
That was a good one, Aaron.
You have to give my mom Narcan.
Oh man. Well, that was a total party wipe. I have no memory of what we were talking about. Oh gosh.
Oh man. Oh. In other words, Smurf has heard him fart on the can while talking on the phone. No, Neil. No.
As a matter of fact, Neil, that's a great question. As a matter of fact, Aaron has a very specific rule about talking while somebody is on the can. Right? You can get away with like urinal conversation is acceptable, but like if you have to go number 2, I don't want to be on the phone with you. Period. The end. I don't want to. I don't want to be a part of that.
Is that not a universal rule, or
no? Eileen, I'm telling you right now, like there's at least 4 people that I associate with that have done that. While I'm like, hey man, are you doing
no,
that?
Thank you.
And they're like, well, yeah, what's the problem? I'm like, call me back. I don't want to. What the F?
I do not want to co-host your.
I don't want to be a part of it. Like,
nope.
Listen, I'm a shy pooper. I expect the same courtesy from everybody else. The end. I don't want to be a part of your experience.
Appreciate you, Dee. Have a good night.
Oh, is Dee out?
Night, Dee.
Lightweight from Texas. That's all I gotta say.
Oh man, that was funny.
Dude,
I don't care who you are.
I had to drop out because I started getting into one of those coughing fits. I was laughing. Oh my gosh.
He had to take his inhaler.
That was off the rails. We definitely went off the rails tonight, for sure. What were we talking about? Mary, I also use interiors. Oh yeah. So forget it.
I use Immortal in the interiors too. It's great.
That's it. Thank you, Eileen. Thank you. Yes. There was a trend that was started, I think, from Hawaii. Tim, he was doing it. I know that my guy Ryan from Waxworks, he was like, I love using Immortal as an interior. It's like a Scotch Guard on crack. It's flexible enough so that it doesn't crack like a traditional coating would crack if you were to do it that way. The Immortal works. It just works. And he's like, I love putting it I put it everywhere. And even if I were to use it on the touchscreen, it doesn't interfere with, being able to touch the screen and doing stuff like that. He goes, Immortal is just, it just works. It just works. And I'm like, that's, at the end of the day, that's all I want. That's all I want out of a product.
Yeah, I've used it a few times. It's an interior and it's awesome.
All right, so we are approaching the 2.5 hour marks. We don't have any scripted questions. Do we want to do a third and final giveaway, or what do you guys want to do? What do you guys want to do?
Dan, yes, you can use it on Immortal. I've used it on white Tesla seats and it works perfectly.
There you go.
What am I sipping on? I am sipping on some fantastic Frey Ranch.
Nice. Hey, there was one segment that I wanted to do, and I did want to do it towards the end of our shows when we do it. I don't know if it's going to translate. It worked that one time, Eric, that we did it the last time that we did it.
Oh, the phone in, yeah.
The phone in. So I was thinking that if we can pull it off, there's the phone number, the Phoenix hotline, and if I can pull it off, somebody in our audience, the 25 people that are still here.
Mary wants to win something, so how about this? Let's do a giveaway.
All right.
And you have to call in with your answer. And the first person to call in and answer that question wins.
That is like next level radio hosting.
Light bulb.
All right, so there's the phone number. We'll give everybody enough time to dial it into their phone. Oh,
Get ready to hit. Get
Tim,
ready to hit call.
hey man, we didn't even ask the question yet.
That's why I said everybody can put it
No,
in their phone.
hold on. We have a caller, but we didn't ask the question. So, are you there, Tim?
I'm here. Sir.
Is it working? All right, let's see if it works.
I'm delayed. I'm in Japan, buddy.
You're in Japan.
Japan, seeing my in-laws.
My God, I haven't been in Japan since I was like 5. Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. Is that the answer?
No, konnichiwa, I believe means hello.
Yeah, it does. The konnichiwa means hello.
Yeah. Yes. Keith, that is a New Jersey number. Don't hold it against me. I'm here against my will, but that, unfortunately, that's where we set up shop, is in New Jersey. All right. So, Tim, Tim is calling in. I don't know why my phone keeps clicking.
Is that Hawaii, Tim?
That is Hawaii, yep. Tim.
Oh, hey, Tim.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine. How are you? Can everybody hear him?
I'm good.
Kinda. He's a little quiet. Put it closer to the speaker.
I'm trying, Smurf. The phone keeps kicking back this to phone as opposed to speaker. I don't
get
know
your life together.
Jesus. Hold on a second. I'm going to.
You got your professional background and professional headphones, and what are you doing with your life?
What? All right, Tim, can you hear us?
I can hear you guys. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you just fine. All right. So, what did you call in for? Because we didn't ask a question yet. Wow.
I just heard the end of that sentence, and I could just imagine.
But we all know. Neil, I'm telling. Watch. Like, I can show you that it keeps going back to, for no reason, it keeps going back to. See how it turned off all by itself. Watch, it'll turn off all by itself.
Is it connected? Is it connected to any other devices?
No, it's not. See how it just turned off all by itself? Yep. I turned the headphones off. I turned the Bluetooth off and everything.
It's Apple problems.
Apple problems. Yeah, for sure.
Maybe you should get an Android.
Too much effort.
Loser Apple.
All right, we don't have a question yet. So shoot. Tim, unfortunately, I'm going to have to hang up with you. Because we have to ask a question to give something away, and then you're more than welcome to call back in with the appropriate answer. I guess when that happens, Apple Juice phone for sure. I don't disagree with you, Humberto.
We love you though, Tim.
All right, we love you though, Tim. Thanks for tuning in from Japan.
My answer is 13. That's when Eric realized he's in the dudes.
Oh, snap.
There it is.
You know what? I would imagine that Hawaii Tim probably found that out when he was spending so much time with you at his private house in both Reno.
I don't know who's more jealous.
Las Vegas.
Who's more jealous, Tim or Aaron? I can't figure this out.
He's in the dudes. He just come on out and admit it on air, Eric. It's all good. Admit it on air.
You're amongst friends. You say you're amongst friends.
This is a safe space.
Yeah, we're in a safe space, Eric. All right. Thanks, Tim. We love you. We'll call you. We'll talk to you soon. More like an apple juice problem. All right. Goodbye. All right. I hung up with him. I'm going to repower this phone before we do.
It's not Apple problems. It's apple juice problems, bro.
Oh, yeah, really?
You got to be smarter than the phone, dog.
Really? Is that what we're doing here?
Hey, Eileen, have you had a chance to play with that editing app at all?
Yeah, actually I did. This morning I was playing with it. It's great. It's really easy.
If you want, when we get off the live, stay back screen for a second. I'll give you the quickest rundown ever, and you'll be editing like a champ in less than 10 minutes. Yes,
let's do it.
Eileen, he's been telling me that for 3 years. So
you don't have an Android.
Good luck.
iPhone lover. Team Android.
It takes a better picture.
Yes.
I don't know if you've seen the content that we've been putting on Instagram and Facebook, but
who takes a better picture?
iPhone.
No way.
iPhone takes a better picture. Sorry.
No way.
Disagree 100%.
I know you do. It's okay. Smurf.
It's called Kind Master, or they call it Kinemaster, but it's Kind Master. I call it Kind Master. It's right here.
All right.
Oh, Christy, iPhone? Come on.
Oh man.
Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. All right, I repowered. We're back up. All right, so now we have the hotline up. Hopefully, it'll work this time. I have restarted the phone.
Everybody's got the number dialed, ready to go.
Number. We just need to have an appropriate question to win the fourth and final giveaway for the Typhon interior cleaner and odor neutralizer kit, which comes with, once again, a 16-ounce concentrated formula, an empty bottle for RTU, and a dilution chart to make sure that you get exactly what it is that you're looking for. And at 10 to 1, which is basically, it's like 11, what is it, 14, what is it, 14.5 plus,
yeah,
1.5 of product versus 14.5 of chemical of water. It destroyed the grit and grime that was in that barn find that you brought home with you last night. So at 10 to 1, it is incredible cleaner.
Dude.
And the cost is pennies on the dollar.
You could do
16 bottles. You can do 16 pints, 8 pints.
Aaron, you have gallons of them, right?
Yeah, we do have gallons, and we also have quarts.
So,
but you could do
you can do 15 to 1. You can do 15 to 1 and make 16 bottles of cleaner. And I guarantee you, unless you're doing, I mean, you saw what I did on that. So I still at 15 to 1. I think that'll take care of 98% of the details you're doing. Unless your niche is, I want to get the dirtiest, filthiest, nastiest cars and make them look cool for a video. No. If you clean your car even monthly, you can do 20 to 1. You can do half an ounce of this and then the rest distilled water. And you can just keep your car cleaned. No doubt. After I saw what it can do at 10 to 1, I'm not lying. This gets a quadruple Smurf stamp of approval.
Absolutely.
There's 8 pints in a gallon, so you're looking at 2 gallons of cleaner for that price. That's redonkulous.
Yeah, that's.
And with the sale, I mean, you might as well get a gallon of it, and then you're set. You're
good. That's right. Yeah, we do have a sale going on. I forgot to mention that. We do have a sale going on.
Here's the thing.
All week long.
You can use it inside your house.
Yes.
You can use it inside to clean your couch, clean your couch, clean your table off.
To be honest, that's what we were testing it on. We have 2 dogs here, and they, when Hank was a puppy, he just kind of, he was a rescue, and so he just did whatever rescues do. Hey, I'm here. I'm happy to be here. And this looks like something fun to pee on or chew on or poop on. Anyway, we had so many different weird stains throughout the house. That's what we were testing it on. And I mean, Typhon just beat the balls off of anything that we came in. We came into contact with. So anyway, yes. Christy, thank you so much for reminding me. Promo code SPRING24. Amazon has already been discounted, so you can just go to Amazon and grab whatever you want at a discounted price. And then, of course, if you go to the website, it is SPRING24. So there's the hotline. Everything should be lined up. Between the 3 of us, we should be able to come up with a question that somebody can call in with the right answer and win a Typhon kit.
You have a question?
Yeah, we got the hotline, bro.
Yeah, I have the I did my part. I have the hotline. I'm drunk, so no, I don't have a question. You 2 have a question.
I'm drunk too. I'm not drunk.
Oh man, I'm gonna message you really quick.
Okay. There's no wrong answers here if that's what you're worried about.
Hold on, let's see.
do you mean not on gallons of Hydra? Keith, everything is on sale. Everything. Site-wide. Everything is on sale.
Papa, check the chat.
Oh. Ooh, sorry. I just destroyed the world. Oh, that's a good question.
That is. Let's see.
The thing is that it doesn't.
Woo! Ooh! I got a good one. Aaron.
All right, do it then. Just throw it out there.
Do it.
I have to. Got to do a little. I'll put it in the chats, Aaron.
Okay, I'm looking. Keith on Amazon. Oh, so yeah. There should be. I think Apex gallons are listed as out of stock, and Titan gallons are listed as out of stock on Amazon because of their stupid processing. Like we have
The hazmat thing.
yeah, we have tons of gallons ready to be listed, but they just won't process it. So it's weird. Like pints are listed, but gallons are not. It's so weird. Oh crap, that's a good question.
I'm trying to look it up right now.
That's a great question. It would have been, yeah.
Looking it up right meow.
I got it.
Got it?
Yeah, I'll send that over to you right now.
Did you text it or?
No, I just put it in the chat.
Right. All right. I got the question.
Yeah, Typhon's not on Amazon.
What's that?
Oh, there it is. I see it.
Yeah, it's there. Gallons aren't listed, but pints are there.
All right. Are you ready for the question, everybody?
I'm ready. Dude, that's a deep dive. People are gonna go nuts.
Yeah, on the very first live stream I did with Aaron, we had another co live streamer with us, but the first live stream that I ever did with Aaron, when he finally decided to give Smurf the time of day, we did it was close to a 3-hour live stream.
It was.
I think it was a 3-hour live stream on a Super Bowl Sunday. Who was playing in that Super Bowl?
Boom, go.
Boom, go.
Everybody's digging it up right now. Dana, to let you know, yes, 16 ounces are available only, and the reason for that is they have not approved gallons or quarts. Oh, I got somebody calling in. WKRP in Cincinnati. You're live on the air. How can I help you? Oh, did they hang up? They didn't hang up, did they? What is this? What is going on? I should not be allowed to operate machinery.
Oh man.
Nope, they're not there. They're gone.
Hey, Dan Fisher said it. Operator is impaired. You have to call in, guys.
Yeah, call in with this one. Come on, let's go. One more time. Whoever just called, call again. Oh, it was Ryan Mulhern. Ryan Mulhern called in. Do it again.
Everybody's looking it up right now. I can see him on their phone.
Here we go. Oh, it's Tim McLaughlin. Should I hang up on him? Or should I take his call?
No, you take his call. You said he could call back.
All right. You're live on the air.
It's the Eagles versus New England.
I don't have that as Eagles versus New England. I do not have that. I'm sorry, but that is incorrect.
Oh, I'll call back. Bye-bye.
All right. Hold and accept. All right. You're live on the air. How can we help you? Hold on. In and accept. Accept. Are you there?
Stupid iPhone.
Are you there?
Well, yeah, it's Duffy.
Hey, what's going on, Matt Duffy? What's going on? Hung up on me. Yeah. Duffy, what's the answer?
Niners.
Niners. Who's the other guy?
No idea.
Oh, you got half the answer. Come on, man. I'll give you 10 more seconds to come up with the other half.
What, the other team?
Yeah, the other team.
Oh, I have no idea. It's not the Steelers, though. So.
It was not the Steelers. That's correct. I give you 10 seconds if you want to Google it. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000.
No, that's all right. Just give it to someone else. I already won, brother. I just want to say hi.
All right, brother. Hey, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you. All right. Dude, this is awesome. All right, Dragonfly Mobile Detailing. How are you?
All right.
There you are. Dragonfly, what's going on?
All right. Dragonfly Mobile Detailing. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you, sir? Holy crap, what is happening?
Should have got Android.
Shut up.
Jeez.
This better be him. This better be Dragonfly. Hold on, I'm trying. Is this Dragonfly?
No, hey, this is Super Auto.
Oh, Super Auto, I gotta get a hold of Dragonfly. He had the right answer. Hold on a second. This is not working out nearly as well as I had.
Sorry, Superado.
Yeah, sorry.
Hey,
Super
you already
Auto.
won, didn't he?
Yeah, Super Auto already won. Didn't. Yeah. All right.
Hello?
Hey, is this Dragonfly?
Yes, it is.
All right. Sorry, Dragonfly. I'm trying to figure out the phone system. It's terrible. Try sober next time. Yeah, you're probably right.
Good. I love the apple juice.
Thank you very much. All right, Dragonfly, what's the answer?
49ers and the Chiefs.
There it is!
Yeah.
Dragonfly wins! All right, congratulations, Dragonfly. That's
Let's
awesome.
go.
Amazing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. You made this a
Dragonfly.
success, even though I was absolutely terrible at this.
Mary.
It's all good. It's the first
Is that
time-
Mary?
Yeah. it's Mary.
Are you Mary?
Yes, I am.
Oh, it's Mary!
It is Mary.
That's awesome. Thank you so
Let's
much.
go,
We so
Mary.
appreciate your support.
She was just saying
Mary.
she wanted to win.
Thank you. You guys are helping me learn, and I really appreciate all your time and help with everything.
Well, that's what we're here for. That's what we're all about. All right. So, Mary, I'm going to throw the on the banner on the screen. Send me your shipping address, and we will get you a Typhon kit out first thing on Monday. That comes with a concentrated 16-ounce pint of the Typhon interior cleaner and odor neutralizer. It comes with a empty RTU bottle so that you can dilute however you want it to be, and it comes with a dilution chart so that you know exactly what you are doing.
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
You're-
Thank you so much.
No, thank you. We really
Thank
appreciate
you.
you. We appreciate you tuning in and watching the show for almost 3 hours. Holy moly!
I think she deserves a bottle of Titan too, Aaron.
Was that?
Yeah.
I think she deserves a bottle of Titan.
Hey, Mary. I have to inform you that my heterosexual life partner just said that you've been upgraded to a pint of Titan as well. So we will include a Typhon kit as well as a bottle of
Yes.
Titan.
Oh, thank you so much, Eric. Oh my God, big hugs. I'm sending them out to you right now. Thank you.
Absolutely, Mary. Not a problem. Not
All
a
right, so
problem.
make sure you send me an email with your shipping address, and we'll get it out to you first thing Monday morning.
For sure, for sure. Enjoy the rest of your evening, everyone.
You as well. Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Mary.
Mary.
Have a great night.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You know, all things considered, that was a success of a phone call.
Absolutely.
It was.
Like we worked out the bugs, and that was such a great. This Curmudgeons Corner 24, best show ever. I don't care
That
who
was
you are.
great.
That's what it was. That's awesome. I love this. All right. So to recap, we have number of live streams that Papa and I have done together, 12 times, one by Mina. What is the name of the imaginary podcast that Papa and I do every morning? That was Matt Duffy. Even though nobody officially won that question, Matt Duffy had the greatest answer ever.
He earned that one.
2 beards, 1 cup. Totally earned it. What is Typhon was won by Superado. And then, of course, who won the Super Bowl during our very first live stream, and that was Dragonfly Detailing, aka Mary. She won a Typhon kit, and then Papa Smurf used his executive powers to upgrade it to include a Titan SiO2 detail spray. So congratulations, Mary. Congratulations to all of our winners. I think this was a very successful show. We're going approaching 3 hours, right? That's here.
Yep.
8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11. Yeah, 3 hours.
Oh, look, he can count.
Yeah, well, I had to use my fingers, obviously. So.
Damn public schools.
Well, I think public schools versus the OG apple juice. The odds are not in my favor if we were talking about Hunger Games.
Good night, Tim.
Hours. Good night, Tim. Yeah, I think we should wrap it up.
I think that's what I'm saying is I think we are wrapping it up. I want to thank everybody for watching. Everybody and anybody that came out. There's 1,000 things to do on a Saturday night, and you chose to spend your time with us. Is an incredible honor. Thank you so much, Eileen. Thank you so much for being a willing participant to this circus that is the Curmudgeons Corner.
It's my pleasure.
A very special thank you to Papa Smurf for being a guest on our show. I hope everybody tunes in 2 weeks from now, March 30th. We are going to be hosting Matt Ayers from Extra Mile Detailing. Just a little spoiler alert, he's been extremely quiet about what happened with Detail Dive, and I think he is ready to open up about it. So there is a little bit of juicy drama that might happen. I don't know. I obviously am respectful of both him and his former partner, so I don't want to push anything, but it is a forum for anybody to talk about what they want to talk about. We are free verse, as structured as we want to be. We are not structured at all, obviously. So thank you very much. Eileen, if you have any final thoughts you want to add, and then Papa Smurf, you can show us out.
Yeah, just great podcast. Thank you for having me. I'm looking forward to the many, many podcasts coming down the road. And thank you everyone that tuned in, that won, that it was great. Good.
Papa Smurf, final thoughts, show us out.
Well, everybody, as you always know, I always like to take a second and thank each and every one of you guys to take the time out of your day to watch and support us, my channel, Aaron, Eileen, all of us. I know there's a lot more things you guys can be doing than just spending time with us, and you guys take the time to spend the time with us and support us. So first of all, thank you guys. Congratulations to all the winners, all the fantastic questions that you guys provided us. Sometimes we might go a little bit off topic, but sometimes we wing it, we bring it back, and that's what these lives are all about. So all you guys, I can't thank you enough. Stay tuned for the next Curmudgeons Corner. Keep a lookout for the MailChimp and the social media hype, I guess Aaron would call it, as he hypes it up as he gets closer to that. The Phoenix family is strong. The Smurf family is strong. The So Clean Detailing family has now joined in this strong, and we're all in this together. Just remember that. And
100%.
We're all in this together, and I can't thank you guys enough. And we will catch you guys on the next Curmudgeons Corner.
Yeah, Curmudgeons Corner 25. Papa, you're always with us, so don't even think for 1 second that I'm letting you off the hook.
I'm always with your mom, but we're just gonna
snap. Oh, top rope at the final
Good
minute.
night, everyone.
Now he brings it home.
You like how I saved that for last? We love you guys.
Yes, exactly. Dan Fisher, you're exactly right. You will never find this kind of content anywhere else, anywhere on the internet. And I want to also just point out real fast that someone here, I forget who said it, but someone said, night family. Kimberly, you are exactly right. This is the Phoenix family. Everybody here is part of something extremely special and extremely unique. So thank you so much for spending your Saturday night with us. We love you very much. We so appreciate your support. And we'll see you guys all on the 30th with Matt Ayers Extra Mile Detailing. Until then, good night.
Good night.